you guys start to move. Do all of you start to move, or is anyone else doing anything else?
Are we walking there, or are we boating there?
We should use the boat. Jebby Boo's gonna pull out the boat. Looking trying to find the secret words. It's like enlarged ship in like some Scandinavian language.
Large ship instantly enlarges.
Sardonyx, roll
System.
insight or
Is this stronger?
intelligence. Or I can just roll insight, but I think Sardonyx roll insight. I'm gonna say you have an advantage. Given the circumstances. Okay, there we go. Sardonyx, I'm gonna let's go to hidden secrets.
That's first.
Hot dog.
I drank a lot of rum last night.
You know what?
I saw on the
Not you.
cat.
And you're at a farm, but you made it home.
Yeah, no,
Old
my
McDonald's
friend didn't
farm?
drink, so he was just like, I'm just gonna fucking drop you off home.
That's a good friend. That was what time? That was like pretty late for you over there. Was that 3 or 4?
Only 2 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
No, it's because it was his house. He wanted to just go to sleep, so he's like, I'm just gonna drop everyone off home.
15 men on a dead man's desk.
I mean,
I did well over half a bottle of rum.
That is very bad.
I could have drunk a lot more if I actually, ate food.
Okay. So, let's see, how do I want to say this? Do you act upon that, Sardonyx, or do you keep it to yourself?
One question. Would they act upon it? Because if they would, then yes. If they wouldn't, then I don't think I would.
When you
If they
say
don't say anything, I don't know if I would.
Okay, well, either way. Okay, what I think you would at least know is that Zelgamp would be kind of under the idea that they would be putting their faith in you to do this, but also if it went wrong, it would assumedly mean the deaths of literally everyone, and it would end the campaign.
So no pressure.
Wait, just us or everyone?
Everyone.
No, perhaps just you guys.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe more people. But depending where you go, if it wouldn't do the whole major city, that would be bad. Oh, sorry, you guys and possibly all your loved ones.
Oh.
Once again, no pressure. What can go wrong?
I say we travel by foot.
That sounds like a ridiculous waste of time.
It actually sounds like a better idea because none of us are that experienced sailors, and we're not traveling in a straight line this time.
You stick close to the coast, and then that's that.
But sticking to the coast is also a bad idea. Shipwrecks.
The main other thing is that if you got there by the coast, you would be doing it via the Dordale Fjord, which, for context, is an area with very steep cliffs and such. Meaning, there's assumedly would be a cave down there or something, or if Do a, let's see, how do I, I'm taking up time doing this, but I would like, Snowcap and, I think other people, but one person already knows this. Snowcap, do a history check.
Let me get
You know that Door is a place with a very complicated history. A lot has happened. A lot of different groups have had control of it, mostly Goliaths. Or sorry, mostly, yeah, Goliaths and Giantkin. But amongst that, there were sirens there at one point, which were people with wings that could, like, well, not some were aquatic, but some had wings. And so, given that, it's entirely possible that maybe portions of it were set for those people, meaning it might be like a, okay, if you want to get there from here, you have to fly up. But that's not a definite, that is just a possibility. Either way, what I would say is that there's more certainty and ease in getting into the area via land than sea, but sea could have benefits. Perhaps it might lead you deeper into the thing sooner, albeit in terms of once you get there. It might take longer to get there via sailing. But also, this is a large place, so like it might be the places you want to go first or closer inland. I'm not gonna give you any information on that unless you would know it already. Which, to those who do, I already have. Okay, but my little ramble has ended.
I'm still gonna left to go on land.
Okay, so we have 2 for land. How many for sea?
Diagram.
We should go the fastest way. We have much ground to make, or to cover in 8 days.
And did we do?
Okay, so there's 3 against 2. Who else has input? Did Draught say anything?
Not. Boat.
And what about Jevabu? Okay, boat, we have... Wait, so it's Snowcap land, Draught boat, Normless land, Sardonyx land, Jevabu land, I think? But in Yagram boat, is that right?
I think boat would be the
Oh, okay, so it's Jevabu
slightly
boat.
faster. Yeah, Jebbu wants the fastest way, so I think that's boat.
But I would say that land would be faster.
I don't know about you, but like walking over a mountainous terrain is a lot harder than
Going through it.
Okay, do a, okay, question. How familiar is Draught with the region? How long has he been here?
I mean, he's like 70 years old.
Okay, so yeah, how long has he been over here? In like around the Frost Tundra and the general area?
Probably like a couple months.
Okay, so where has he been spending most of the time prior to that?
Mountain areas.
Which mountain areas?
Oh, pain in the ass. Could I use?
I need to know how familiar you are with Goliath stuff. That's why I'm asking this.
Not very. He's been dealing with other things.
Okay, we need to readdress your stuff if you can't give me a good an answer of where generally you've been, if it's just over the mountains areas. Okay, albeit I thought we already had something. Either way, which okay. Either way, well actually wait, no, I know where you are. The mountain, this place. Yeah, that's where you're from. Okay, never mind. I pinged that quickly, then didn't. I'm not gonna say where I pinged it because I'm not gonna give anything away. Okay. Either way, final thing. Where are you guys going? Land or sea?
Normally, safe and fairly quiet.
They said something in chat.
Wait, where?
Discord?
If you see on the map, I
Ah,
circled
my
an area which will be very hard to um to transnavigate. There's a little passage over here.
Isn't there a fjord coming from the north? So
Sadly
we
not.
Well, I've got the feeling that we've, as a party, been split right down the middle. Half of us want to go by land, half of us by sea.
Normally, I would have no argument by taking water, but given my current circumstances, it is 100 times safer going by land.
We have more to lose at sea.
That's typically how the ocean works, you know.
I've experienced on the land. None of us are sailors as far
You
as I
don't
know.
know me.
Can you use a ship to its full uses, or are you just guessing?
I can use some sort of vehicle.
Is it a boat?
It may be.
Then I might be interested on going on ship. If not, then frankly, if no one else knows how to steer a ship, I'll take my chances on land. Seriously, does no one know how to steer a ship?
Or first you take the reins and you whip the horse.
You see, now that's where
I know
we've
a little
already.
bit about ship stuff, but I am better on land.
Jevabu, I mean, it's your ship. You got any talents with it?
No, I just acquired this ship less than a week ago, and even a couple weeks before then, I'd never been on a ship before.
Never even been on one. Okay.
Perhaps going by land is the best option.
Pains me to say it, but it might sound like that's the right course of action.
But I must be back in Mossfelder in 8 days.
Alright. Just need to keep a mental note of that. Tell us when you need to hurry back.
I think he just said, 8 days.
Well, I know. But unless he can teleport, he also needs to think of the journey back.
One last thing I'll say is that you know that or I'd say, Snowcap and Sardonyx, maybe others, but definitely those two at the very least. I'm not sure how traveled Yagram is of this area. Would know that the Door Ruins are an overall complex that go from alongside and over the hill. It's not just on top of the hill. It's both on top of the hill, by the cliff, and then inland. And it starts along, or at least what people consider the start of it to be, at the Dord River, which is relatively flat. Well, okay, not somewhat. There is some cliff stuff there. I will say that, but it's not like a arduous like hilly terrain to all the way there. I'm mentioning the cliff thing purely because of a battle map. That's all.
Yeah.
But there is obviously, albeit there is. Oh, sorry, that latter cliff thing. The former cliff thing, the fjord is a whole nother thing. Okay, so final answer. What do you guys do?
We've all agreed to do land.
Okay. Meta-wise, I'll just say that works out in my favor. For some of the content I have ready, that's all I'll say. But we could have. I wouldn't struggle to have stuff ready if you did the other thing. Okay. All right. So you guys start to move south. There isn't really a path or anything. It's just kind of into the tundra. Do you guys try to like do it alongside the coast, or do you just try to stick just journalistically inland going south, or how do you try to make it? And depending on what answer you give me, I would like to have you roll a survival check.
Following the
not all of you.
coast, up the river. And then going from there.
Okay.
Shall roll the survival check.
I wasn't gonna have you do a survival check if you did that specifically, because then you can just kind of follow things. But yeah, I'll have you do it anyway. I guess it works. Okay. You guys start to do that. Okay. So at the pace you guys are going, it should be. Let's see the hours of air. I'll say it was 2 p.m. So. Okay, by around 3 p.m., you make it to here, and you start to see the base of the river. Then I'd say you would get farther around 4 p.m. or so. You will start to get. You see, as you get farther closer, closer to this area, you do see you can kind of get a more clear look at these Dord hills. Obviously, you could see most of these from a distance. These were, like around 10 miles away. I think it's, well, wait. Yeah, as you approach it, become more clear. But obviously, due to weather conditions, our stuff kind of varies. But as you get closer, these are not quite like mountainy mountains. These are more like huge hills, but they are still mountains functionally. They are not like necessarily huge rocky formations. I mean, they are, but they're not like as spired or as tall as like a lot of the Ulkel range. These are kind of just a small portion of that. However, certain parts of them do have more rocky protrusions, and especially
So it's a Welsh
towards the
mountain.
area. Yeah, with the I was gonna compare it to like, yeah, that's probably true. I was gonna say compare it to like the Smokies, but that makes more sense because these are not tree covered. But yeah, so you do notice that the area around the door, like, was these, but at least the area you're thinking about going, which is what door likely is a bit more cliffy and rocky than the surround. It's like it's almost like it's a valley formed that has like a little cliffside beneath. It's kind of wacky, but it's clear that it's more than just a valley. It's like a valley that then forms upward onto like a big platform. It's kind of odd. Okay. Then, as you get further, I'd say around 4 p.m., you start to get close, and it gets a little weird. It's there's definitely snow on the ground, but it's like a bit more than you expect. I would say that as of now, this is probably the first or second day of October. Things are definitely cold, but for some reason, the area around you feels abnormally cold. You start to see in the distance what seems to be some ruins, or more so like a large statue. And it seems to be close to a break in, like a break in the river, or more so a portion of a river that's possibly has a bridge. It's hard to quite tell from your distance, but it seems like it. And that area, and more so, and thus the area you're kind of moving, where you are, just have these heightened conditions that make it seem kind of odd. The wind is blowing in like a rather uncomfortable manner, and it's just more intense than you just expected, really. Do you kind of fully continue on and approach these, I guess, the statue, or do you want to try to move around it? Albeit it does seem to be that, like, it might be a little awkward to cross the river otherwise, and this also does seem to be at the base of this valley area that seems to lead into the direction you seem to want to go.
How dark is it getting?
It's it's not getting dark quite yet, but it will, like, probably in 2 hours or so.
Where are we on the map again? Like, don't do ping.
Right.
Like,
I'll
because that's too broad. It doesn't pinpoint it.
there.
Okay.
It would be best for us to rest instead of heading into the valley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valleys could make it great ambush spots.
So, I'd say that if you guys got up at 7 a.m., you'd be going to bed at 4 p.m. Seems a bit early. Do you intend to do like stuff, like a bit of stuff? I'll say right now you are like around half a mile or so from this statue.
Which statue?
I'd say it seems to be there's a big statue kind of at the beginning entrance of this valley of sorts. Like right along where the river kind of gets the closest to like the hills. There seems to be a statue on the other side of the river, a big statue. Like a
I think we can continue going on a little bit more.
50. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that
so we
case-
have
So you want to go into the
plenty of
valley?
sunlight.
You want to go into the valley where it's already dark. There's clearly some, magical bullshit happening there, making it infinitely worse. And we've got like a good 2 hours of daylight left before it turns shithead dark.
I'm only saying. Well, okay. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I feel like me suddenly putting it low. It'd probably be 7 p.m. But maybe 3 hours. I'm only saying.
He did say it's
given the
October. We're in a northern hemisphere region because of all the snow. It's gonna get
but
dark
also
quick.
the last couple. Yeah. So like 6 or 7 is a reasonable time, I think, for that. Yeah. Rather than like 8 or 9 or 10 or sorry 8 or 9 like during summers in upper regions. Albeit given how the circumstance is, it'll probably be even wackier during farther into winter, when. Okay, I gotta rethink how the stuff works. In like the winter, that's when like in certain parts of like Sweden it goes like it dark most of the day, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you keep heading forward. Like, do you all keep heading forward actually? Into the winds?
I mean, the statue is just like a half a mile, so I was
Okay.
going to say
Okay. Okay. What are your guys' passive perceptions?
18.
18.
Okay.
14.
You kind of get
20.
close to this thing. It seems to be there's more than just that big statue. There's some other statues, and it gets complicated. Very weird. There seems to be something that looks to be made of ice. It's not quite as big as the main statue, but it's still big. And then there seems to be a bunch of other smaller statues, some made of ice, some made of like marble or whatever, or stone or something. And there seems to be a bit of ruins around, but also, that's not the only thing there. There seems to be two, what seems like frost giants, but there seems to be, they look a little off.
Off in
They're-
what way?
What's your passive perception?
Mine's 20.
Okay, one of them looks like dust or some substance is kind of spewing off part of it sometimes as it moves. Like the wind's just kind of blowing material off of it in a weird way. But it doesn't seem like it's like just turning fully to dust or anything. It looks odd. And the other one has a bit of flesh missing here and there. It doesn't look. It looks clearly either injured or maybe dead, but moving somehow. There's also a medium-sized, or let's say a large, but not quite as large as the other ones, like statue, like frozen potential statue, or as it looks to be made of ice. But that one looks like it moved. Do you guys approach further? This does seem to be, there is, as you get closer, I will say it is kind of clear that there is a bridge crossing here. Otherwise, there's probably not a nearby bridge to cross the river. And given the quite cold conditions of this place, of the surrounding area, for whatever reason, it's particularly colder than it was a little earlier. It's abnormal, or at least it might not be abnormal. You're not fully sure, but it seems abnormal. Crossing the river could, in just a normative way, could lead to, well, hypothermia potentially if you guys aren't careful.
Wait, not crossing it or crossing it?
So crossing it by wading through it could lead to hypothermia, I mean.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Albeit it is likely that getting farther into this valley might lead you away from the cold, or it could lead you more to it. You're not sure. I mean, it's hard to tell exactly, but it looks to be this area, mainly surrounding this area with the statue, possibly further, looks to be particularly like there's almost like a hue and the coloration of like the area. It's like weird. It's like weirdly cold.
Wait, there's another way we can cross the river.
Why the fuck are we crossing the river? We're not. Why are we crossing the river? Why don't we just go to door, the place we're heading to?
For context, this structure would arguably, I mean, it may or may not technically be, but if in a functional sense, given like its proximity to everything, this is a part of door. Like this is the beginning of door, perhaps, as door is a complex of many ruins, part of it.
All right, who wants to go towards the giant spooky shit, or we just go into the valley and not cross the cold ice river?
How far away are we, like, from the statues?
I said you guys were like half a mile, but have you kept moving?
Yeah.
I've kind of assumed so. In this case, I'd say you're probably like a couple 100 feet from it.
Okay.
Oh, with that in mind, there is another thing you see. I'll have you, if you want to, okay, if you speak, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off.
No, sorry, go ahead.
There seems to be, like, these frozen statues might be a little more complicated than that, but at least it seems to be the frozen shapes of what looks to be a polar bear, and then something else, something that has, like, a big mouth, a big eye, and, like, tentacles, but it's not like a squid or an octopus. It's weird. It's not moving, so it's a statue, it seems like, but it looks like it's icy and encrusted in ice. It's kind of weird looking, but you can't get that. It's like a little hard to tell too much detail of because you're kind of far away though.
I have multiple thoughts. Either we should deal with all this shit before it becomes dark, or we keep on moving and try not to
Hello?
No?
No, I didn't cut off. I just ended my.
Yeah, you ended. I thought someone was gonna respond to that.
Oh shit.
This is why I like to have NPCs in the party because it allows me to kind of add this stuff if no one speaks. If there's like a uncertainty. Also, oh boy.
Sorry about that
like,
line.
who's like actually seriously thinking of going towards the giant snow shit with clearly frozen creatures? Like, I feel like a lot of you really wouldn't survive that long in the wilderness.
Snowcat being the exception.
No, you're definitely not the exception. You're the rule.
I should specify because of how a valley is. It's like this is like the kind of entrance to it. You could try to kind of meander around, but it might be a little more difficult terrain. But this is like the easiest direct like route to it. Is what I should probably.
You said
phrase it.
cross
We
the
should
river.
just go-
Why would we be crossing the river? Where?
I'm sorry. What side of the river are you on? I assume. Oh yeah, good point. I take
Yeah,
that back.
you said we was going to. Oh,
Okay. Okay, that makes. Okay, I'm gonna have to frame this a different way. Let me look at this.
So we're like on like the east/south side of the river, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
We're on the
okay, I'm
side of the
gonna-
hills, not the other side.
All right, and then like in relation to the blue mark, are we like smack dab in the middle? Are we like
Okay,
a
in that-
little, like on the
in
south
that
side
case,
of it?
Let me.
Are we on the north
ooh,
side of it?
I might need to turn this map around. Give me a second. I just realized I've written this in an awkward way. I realized. Oh shit, you're right. Okay.
You must cross the river. Why are we crossing the river? The place we're going is on the opposite side.
That looks kind of bad.
When you have a map upside down.
Yeah. It's not too bad. It kind of is cool. Okay, it's kind of cool. Okay, it's not too bad. Okay. Let me get this letter. Okay, but so the question is, okay, answer. Do you guys approach this area, or do you just try to awkwardly kind of get a like move in place without getting too close? And I'll say that the by technicality, the like statue would be on your side of the river.
Okay, so we can either like cross and there's like kind of a path, or like we can
These-
like kind of go like around like the left side, but it's like there's like it's like kind of hilly and it's a little more treacherous.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'd say
the
we
main
just
point
go
of
for the
kinda-
valley.
Yeah, the main point of just getting across this little area would basically be to observe the statue, which whatever it is, it's definitely like a landmark here. It's like almost like the entry, like the gateway to this place. Okay. All right. I would like you guys to roll a survival check then. If you okay.
We should at least spend a little bit of time.
Oh, not stealth. Why the fuck did I roll stealth?
We should spend some time familiarizing ourselves. Oh shit. With
Laugh at the druid.
Okay, so it seems to be that you guys can kind of like this. It seems to be from that area, or maybe it's far from it. It's still getting harder to tell. It's almost like there's like a bit of both maybe a natural blizzard and whatever unnatural thing is, or potentially unnatural thing is. It is getting kind of cold, like rather cold, in ways that basically mean going to this kind of hilly side here ends up meaning you're ending kind of trudging through a lot more snow than you're expecting, or a lot more snow than you might in like a couple of months prior, regardless if it's due to unnatural occurrence or not. It's a bit tough to kind of move all you through it, but definitely it seems to be that Jevabu is having some difficulty because of how heavy they are. and although they have plenty of experience moving in terrain like this, but it's just the circumstance with it due to a lot of the more snowy terrain they kind of have encountered was more in like flat areas of a tundra rather than up near the mount like hillsides, I guess. Albeit they probably have been to hillsides during winter, just probably not as often as the summertime. Either way, it's I mean, more so what I mean is that it's just I guess functionally you probably wouldn't have too much of a hard time though. It's not like as in if you were someone else, like, stepping forward and falling into like a bit of snow that's a couple feet higher than you, it would normally be meh, but for you, given how large you are and bet you're a woolly mammoth, it's not as bad. Like you're not gonna get too cold. It's okay. Either way, you guys managed to kind of get through it awkwardly, and start to kind of get into this valley. The frost giants by the place seem to move around a bit. It's unclear if they saw you or not. But it is what it is. Well, sorry, not is right. But it's also not clear, like, what's with them, because they definitely seem abnormal. Once you kind of cross this little area and kind of get into the proper valley, there seems to be a little bit you can kind of move, and there seems to be ruins, like a little bit of ruins further in, not too far from where you are. And it seems like due to the structure of this valley, you kind of have to go through them. I mean, you guys, sorry, take it back. You could move around the ruins, but there's like, not like a mile. It's like maybe like a couple, like 100 feet maybe, either side. Albeit there's still bits of ruins scattered. Just like the primary portion of this particular grouping of ruins would be kind of in the center of this area. That's all. Do you head to that? And when I say ruins, what I mean is it looks to be that there's like the stone outlines of buildings is what I mean.
So,
as in
ruins.
Yes. As in, I don't mean like it's a huge complex, like a huge. It's like when I say stone outlines, I mean like a couple feet, like up, and that's it. Like it looks like whatever was here, like the wood and thatching is long gone, and it's also not like a huge like complex or anything. Or at least this particular port thing isn't like a huge city or anything. It's just like the ruins of a town and basically the framework that was left there.
Hello, everyone. We're looking for snow.
Why were we coming here again?
Mainly there is a volume of trees around these ruins, making it a little more, I guess, a little more open is what I should specify.
Okay.
So why are we actually going there? Well, here.
I would like.
I'm looking for the bowstring. I'm pretty sure Sardonyx was looking for something.
This place clearly has, some like evil voodoo cadoodle stuff going on. Yeah, right. That reminds me. Wizard.
Yes.
Don't you have like some like funky spell or something to look at something from far away?
I have a power similar to that. Yes, I don't have it aired for today. And I give me a moment. I believe it needs to be on a person. Not an I mean, I do have one for objects as well, but the one that works among a greater distance. Yes, does need to be a creature. It has to be a sentient form. I can't locate an item from any particular distance. I can locate an item from a narrow distance, but I need to know if I use that spell and it isn't within this general range, then it was not to function.
I could look at the terrain from a spyglass.
What?
Okay, so all I'm saying is we throw them up really high in the sky, and then they can get a good view of the surrounding area.
Who are we throwing?
Okay.
Why? Huh?
I'm on about the one with the spyglass.
I
Okay.
mean, I can just fly.
Nonetheless, roll an insight check.
Okay. 15.
Given what you know, there's a pretty high chance that Sardonyx likely knows a lot about this place. Enough to say that the idea that they would even not just tell you about it already means either they end up not knowing about this and that's a weird thing, or they're hiding shit from you. Or regardless, but the simple fact is that this place is clearly a siren site relative to a bunch of clans, but including her clan, like in terms of its Goliaths. You'd know that much, and that it also, you would know at the very least, that this is a place that archaeologists have tried to visit in the past. I mean, there is some data on this. So, and given what you know about her and her academic realm, it would be assumed that she would know stuff on this, is what I'm saying to you.
Miss Nymphalis, you, it's likely
Mainly
that...
because you know her. Sorry, go on.
Hmm?
What did you say?
I said mainly because you know her. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
You're
Sorry, go
good. Miss Nymphalis, I believe, amongst the group, you are the most likely to be knowledgeable of this place. Do you know anything that would be beneficial to share?
Was kind of waiting to discuss things over a rest of some sorts, which I initially thought we were going to do. But
You didn't speak up. I said, oh, we should rest. You didn't say anything. I kept traveling.
I mean, if I would have agreed, we would have been 2 against 4.
Voicing your opinion can change the course of a conversation.
So you do agree with Mr. Drott, yes? I think it's important that we all speak our mind when an opinion is had.
True.
Hungry mouths that don't speak don't get fed.
I think you got the saying wrong. Hungry mouths that don't speak get eaten.
But fair, I know quite a great deal about this place.
World culture is so strange.
I do know for a fact that it is extremely dangerous being here.
In
No
what
shit.
specific regard? I mean, I believe it's of my mind that everywhere's dangerous to be.
More or less referring to, well, this place is kind of, I guess, not overruled, but some portions of it are controlled by hags.
It's okay.
So we should be very careful about where we venture and how we venture. But also given that my friend has not warned me yet, I think those rooms are maybe safe to check out. I'm not entirely sure.
I would like to make one suggestion in case combat breaks out.
Yes.
Don't use the spell that makes a loud fucking booming sound.
Don't tell me what to do, but I'll pull out my book and I'll open it to a page where I have a map of the structure drawn.
I just want to speak clearly. They did not tell you what to do. They said, "May I make a suggestion?" and then suggested it.
I just don't think it's very smart to use a booming sound.
Not only am I in agreement with Mr. Drott again, they did not demand anything.
We are currently in a valley of snowy mountains.
Yes, no, I think this is among the wisest statements I've heard this individual speak. Yes, no, let's refrain from, frankly speaking, above a low hush.
Yeah, okay, he's a city boy. He doesn't understand. Yeah, you can talk normally, but don't make something that literally causes people's ears to explode from hearing it.
Sounds
I
good.
pulled out my book and shall show you guys the map of the layout of door that I have drawn.
If you want, I can put that on the Roll20 so I can ping things.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Either way, you guys are like right outside the initial. So you went past, or more so around the statue area, and you guys are like right at the base of the gray line, I'd say. With those initial grouping of ruins in front of you, and then kind of up the hill, you can see kind of like another little bit of ruins, and then farther past it, it's kind of hard to tell because of because of certain things, little rocks in the way. But more so, it's not actively snowing, so I guess you could see the stairs to some degree, but due to hill shift, it's kind of hard to see too far up. Although it is clear that things get steep at some point. And you could still see the big statue. Okay. What'd you guys end up doing?
Well, I
Because
think
if
we
you
were
don't
looking
say
at the
much,
map.
I'm assuming you guys are
no?
saying. Okay, sorry. You guys are looking at the map. Sorry. I'll be quiet.
Is there like I don't know.
It's on the Discord right now.
Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at the right spot. Got it. Thank you. Got it. Thank you. Like, where is this? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't put it up yet.
No, that's fine. So we're on the leftmost side of this.
Yes.
No.
No.
We're in a valley. No.
You guys were just by the river. Look, it's like I don't.
We're in between the like the bottom of the Gray Hill and the mixed ruins and smaller rune statues, right?
Yeah, that's where we are.
Yes. You guys are not like on the water side, or sorry, not on the coast side.
So there's a valley, a hill, and then another valley. I guess that does make sense, doesn't it? That does mean there'd be two valleys on either side of a hill. No. Yeah. Okay. I'm just dumb. Ooh.
Well, it's. I get. You're misunderstanding. It's less of a valley there, and more of it's a fjord. It opens up into the fjord where there's water and stuff. I guess you could view it as a valley.
Okay.
But that's like the cliff side, basically, of where it faces the water. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
For clarity, we're here in search of a bowstring. And anything else?
I think there's an item that I could potentially find here. It wasn't that wet elk. That's one of the items. There's something else that I'm in search for. As well as I tend to do something here.
You
Such
tend
as
to do something here. You tend to? Or intend
Sorry,
to? You
I
intend.
to do something here.
I feel like you need to be a bit more forthcoming with like stuff. But like, what are you looking for? What do you intend to do? Poor Jerebu's gotta go back to Mossfelder in like 8 days.
Nothing that I intend to do is going to take up a grand deal of time.
I'll just be forthright and ask, is there a reason you are dancing around your words?
Kind of, I guess.
Perhaps we should
Okay.
find a place to make camp and
That is true.
talk about our next steps forward.
Sounds good.
Do we try to find shelter in the ruins? Or
I mean, you're like a druid woodlands man. Can't you, like, druid up a hut? Perhaps sit into a badger and like dig a hole.
yes, that is about the best we could do. Yes, unless there's like trees that we can make a shelter with. Is there like any foresty area around?
Around the like core of these nearby ruins, there's some more trees. Otherwise, it's kind of open.
Stood on an empty hill, no trees around.
There's like, yeah, this is like kind of a weird place where there's bits of trees up parts of a slope, and then there's bits of trees here in grooves, but otherwise it's like kind of just endless like tundra grasslands, albeit along the mountainous form. However,
So
let me
Welsh
check
Mountain.
something. Let me check something. Where is that thing?
So it doesn't have trees. It just has really shitty bushes.
And there's a bit more trees farther up the like the route you're going, like kind of straight. Well, there is a bit more trees. There's just not like a huge forest or anything. There's groupings of trees surrounding certain areas. Generalistically, so far on your like voyage through the tundra, you've barely seen any trees.
Well, Jerebu, what do you say we make ourselves a nice little shelter?
Yes, that clearing of trees is perfect.
Alright then. No, I feel with the two of us we should be able to rip those things out of our yard. What do you say?
I think you're skinny and malnutritioned, and I don't think you can do it.
That was terribly unnecessary.
Dro's just gonna fucking flex.
I just have a very fast metabolism, alright? No need to be rude.
If you
Dro's gonna flex and pick him up.
I'm gonna pick you up as you pick me up.
And with that, we have invented perpetual motion upwards. They fly into the sky, and Drot and Yagrim are gone. Yeah.
We kiss each other.
Yeah, and
wait,
then they
athletics?
get super pregnant.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you guys say you were heading towards the area I mentioned, or something else? Before the gag.
Yeah,
I need to
me
know
and,
whether to put it on the battle map or not.
me and Jerebu are gonna take some trees apart, make huts out of them.
Okay. In that case, yeah, all the trees are like. I'll just show you the battle map since it is empty at the moment, or there's not. Sorry, I can't say that. It's not obviously dangerous, but that's where all the trees would be. So like all the trees that are visible, that are present in this like nearby area, unless you're like going further up until the like further south, then these are all the ones you'd see. As in
I
every
I
single
thought they
tree
were
on the
going
map is
further
all
up
the
the
trees that are
hill.
nearby. Yeah, by this grouping of ruins, that's all the trees there are.
Okay, so this is the mixed ruins, and so we're by mixed ruins and smaller statues.
No, this is
The ruins that are more up the hill.
yeah, this is the one that just says ruins. You guys already
Okay.
went past the mixed ruins and smaller statues. That was right by the river.
Okay. And then these ruins are just like stone ruins that are like a couple feet tall max.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That was a question.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it seems to be. And this is
Okay.
like kind of there's a bit of snow here, but it's like it is a more relative shelter compared to the upper area. The winds are still harsh, albeit it's becoming kind of weird, and it's clear that there's something off, but it's also kind of like, given how far north you are, it's hard to really tell how far off it is, as in it might be that there's microclimates that are present that shouldn't be, because there's just seems to be a lot more snow in areas than there normally than it would make sense, but you aren't fully sure.
Mhm.
As
Or
in,
like
I'm saying
we-
it kind of
we
that
were-
not
happened.
everyone's aware. Yeah.
Yeah, or like we were just farther north, and there's a lot more snow going on here. So
Yeah.
it's kind of weird. Okay.
I mean, to some extent, it is maybe higher in elevation, so there is that. But
Mm.
Oh, a thing that will be helpful with building us a little shelter is the ruins can give us a starting point if we dig a little bit down within confines on the walls. That'll give us a start on some walls.
does anyone take them up on that offer?
I'm sorry. Can
Which
you repeat
offer?
what you said?
Well, you just suggested a plan.
To dig a hole.
Oh, not to just clear out some snow in one of these in one of these things, and that can help us give us a start on.
Yes, we can clear out one of these,
Yes,
and then also put some trees around to protect from the wind.
I can
Once
summon.
we're careful about it,
Yeah.
All right. Jebu's gonna start ripping out trees. Just I don't know how big they are with his bare hands if they're big enough. Or if they're small enough. If they're too big.
I mean, none of us is just gonna say something.
No, it's nothing important. I was going to offer to summon an elemental. It would help anyone in their task. I could keep them around for around an hour. But I'm not of the physically able-bodied, so I'd be commanding them through whatever you all need help with. Or if you don't need it,
you
it's-
could just get like a fire elemental and just have it like kind of melt the
I'd
snow.
like to use this. And and expend a first level spell slot.
Nice.
And I'm guessing this is mountain terrain.
Yeah, dog.
It's probably either mountain or tundra. Either which is my favorite terrain.
Ian.
Sorry, I was having something. Could you readdress that?
I
Primal
want to use
awareness.
my primal awareness to sense the type of creatures that are around.
Okay.
It
Are you
would be
doing
6
this?
miles because it's favorite terrain.
Okay, question. Are you doing this like right as you get to these ruins, or a little bit as it starts to kind of get a little darker?
A little bit darker.
Okay. That's helpful. Primal awareness. Let me just see. How is that fun? So what range? So what does it allow you to literally do? So let's see. Meant for level, you would sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile of you. And up to 6 miles if they're in your favorite terrain. Okay, so you could. So I'll say what you know. Is there are Do you know the specific number? No.
Oh, you just
No.
it's just a yes or no, basically.
Okay, you would know that there are undead, dragons, fae, elementals,
The fuck?
and I'm 50-50 on aberrations. I need to recheck some stuff. Maybe aberrations. Just within a mile of you?
It's 6 miles.
Oh, 6 miles? Oh, okay, in that case.
Favorite terrain.
Uh, yeah, there might be some aberrations.
I love the ability. It's so fucking stupid.
That's a good ass spell.
It's not a spell. It's just a class feature.
Yeah.
I should probably be okay. I completely forgot about this. This is okay. Quick meta thing. We used to have a player named who played a character called Victorian. I gave them a special version of that ability that was a wider range, but specifically it had a more specific use in regards to dragons. For now, this is fine, but I will say in the future if you want to discuss it, if we can. I gave them an upgraded version of that ability, so that it would be a more of general, or at least I think I did. Maybe it was that, or yeah, I think I did. That was. I think I had up to 15 miles, but yeah, because 6 miles would be unhelpful in a lot of cases if we're talking about dragons. But everything else was But never mind. I just wanted to let you know. Otherwise, albeit I think your focus.
Okay,
is
so it's dragons, elemental, fae, undead.
Yeah, and maybe some aberrations. I need to rethink of what would count as aberration. Just for certain things that might be. I'll say aberration. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Definitely
essentially, you just got a yes.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Okay.
I'm taking first watch. There are dangers around here.
You don't say.
Potentially dragons.
Okay. I would like you guys to have
Potentially
everyone on the map
elementals.
and show me which area you're kind of sitting up, and if there's a fire, let me know where you put that.
Ian, just a small question.
Yes.
I rolled a nat 20 on my strength check. Can I just rip out this entire tree? It's
Given
a
it's
smaller
probably
one.
given the circumstances, probably yeah.
Delightful.
I mean, it's probably it's probably not a super duper like sturdy tree given its location.
Fair. Alright, everyone. Where we're gonna set up?
And these are probably pines anyway.
Me personally, I feel like this little ruin here seems like a good one.
I think it's a good one.
How high are the walls here? Like a solid foot? 2, 3, 4 feet high?
It's concerned.
Okay. Do you
Very
make a
confusing.
campfire? And if so, do you put it in that structure or somewhere else? If not, that's fine. Or if you use the huts. Actually, I'm surprised no one just doing that. I'm gonna be quiet in case that's.
How high are the
doing that.
walls?
I would say they're about 3 feet tall.
Damn.
With
Okay.
areas, some of them are going up to 6 feet, and others are going up a little higher or a little lower. But overall, most of these are around 3 feet, with a
That's
little bit
fucking.
of like stuff around them.
And
It's like
important,
there's clear been degradation over time.
an,
That's
impor-
fucking.
an important question to
So-
ask is how tall are they when we dig out all the snow around them, like snow cap suggested?
You get additional like 2 in 2 to 3 feet. I'd say in a lot of cases, yeah. I'd say you get around additional like 2 to 3 feet. There's a bit of dirt underneath there, but you can kind of like
Okay.
towards a bit of it. But like, yeah,
Pack any snow into the
these are
gaps of the
basins
walls.
almost.
Yeah, we can use the snow to pack in the walls.
Exactly. I've got a 3 for fire, so I think if we have a fire elemental to get that one started, that'd be fucking delightful.
I mean, I can summon one, if that's.
You did offer it. You did
No,
offer it.
I'm just. Light in the dark in an unfamiliar place is a little worrying.
You can see this light in the dark, or fire that'll keep us from freezing.
Yes, no, I suppose gather some kindling. I will, summon a fiery friend, and they will be around for an hour. Unless somebody punches me in the face, and then it'll be shorter.
Everyone swears to not punch Nonless while he keeps us alive with heat. Say aye.
Are we just using a fire elemental to make a fire?
Well, no,
What
you
the-
see, everything here is incredibly sopping wet, so it's not likely for it to catch easily. I'm assuming the fire.
I feel like you could just do this and it's just gonna grab a bit of tin and just use, prestidigitation to dry it.
Alright, try that on the tree, please.
I don't have
It's
that.
a bit big and you can break it down a little. Right, like,
Well, I don't have an axe. I have a hammer.
I mean, this place it should be pretty.
If you say dry,
I mean, most of the moisture should be frozen.
It's snowy, but it's still arid.
alright, go lay down in that snow right now, stay there for 30 seconds, and then say it's still frozen. That's what I thought.
I lay down for 29 seconds.
Okay. Are you guys starting your rest now?
I'm gonna collect a bit more kindling, but then yeah.
Okay. And as you do so, would you say that Yagrom's the main? As you start to collect kindling, is everyone else still kind of grouped together, or no?
Yee.
Okay. In that case, Yagrom, I would like you to roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Okay. Now I will say there actually, again, there is some more trees up the slope, so there's more stuff up there. But down the slope, past closer to the river, it is a lot more open, and therefore you have a better range to see. It looks to be that one of the assumed abnormal frost giants seems to be walking up the slope slowly. Like it's unclear if it's like towards your direction. It's not like going a fast pace. If anything, it's going at an abnormally slow pace, but it looks to be moving in your direction, dragging an axe.
Okay.
Wait, did we take our long rest or?
Not
We're
yet.
about to do so.
Oh.
Okay.
Additionally, it is getting a little it's not quite too dark, but I don't think you'll be able to tell just yet, but I'll say that you can you hear like a mild rustling in some of the trees and some of the like farther, like maybe like 200 feet south, kind of up the slope. But it's not. It might just be the wind, albeit it might not.
Oh, I guess it was just the wind.
Javabu, Sardonyx, Snowcap, and Nornless, you four suddenly hear in your head, Snow Giant coming up to us. Prepare.
Just making sure. You said in our head.
Yes.
This is the first time you've done this?
Yep.
Oh, I hate this.
I mean, it's not the first time Nornless and Salamence have experienced this.
No, and I hate it every time. Please stay out of my head. Okay. Norlis will inform the rest of the group that wasn't told mentally, correct? There was more, at least one?
That's only draw. That's only
It
draw.
was just draw.
Okay. Right.
I return with kindling.
Wait, who was all affected by psionic whispers?
You, Javabu, Sardonyx, and Nornless.
Okay.
So, I believe the best thing to do for now is to huddle up and hope that the giant doesn't see us.
Oh, you mean giant?
Well, he was tall, he was carrying an axe, and he was pretty scary.
I don't see. You know, you're omitting a detail or two there.
If you're hoping I caught his name, I didn't.
As it moves, it's clear it's moving at a kind of slow pace, and kind of every maybe, I don't know, 20 steps, it seems to kind of go a little bit to the left and look around a little bit, and then seems to move right. It's clearly kind of maybe doing an automated scouting thing or what, but whatever it's doing it slow enough. It might be an hour before it gets here.
You know, I don't think we're gonna, build a hide with the giant fucking mammoth man.
We covered him in snow and call it a day.
How about we cover you in snow, see how you like it?
I don't have fur.
I should be fine covered in snow.
Jeffabu, do you mind being covered in snow?
I expect to be fully covered in snow by the morning.
See, he's even expecting it.
It's nice. It helps insulate, actually.
It's even pleasant. We're doing him a favor. To be
I can
fair,
help you with.
Oh,
I can
sorry.
help you with the snow. But I should keep watch.
To be fair, the giant did kind of look drunk, so who knows? He might just be in good spirits. Literally,
What do you mean, look drunk?
he was swaying like a buffoon.
I mean, which one was it? Was it the cold one or the one that looks like he's fucking missing a liver?
What?
I tried to move it to try to get the things aligned better, and that didn't work. Sorry. This map's gonna be a little weird. I'm sorry. I don't know why it's sized incorrectly. I'll try to fix it. Okay. As you guys
Or you
begin
can use
digging-
Snowcap as reference.
Okay, just to confirm, so we can kind of get things moving. Snowcap, you're doing the first first watch, correct?
Yeah.
Is anyone else have a general plan on how they want to do that? Albeit that's probably something you should be asking, not me.
I think Jevabu should also do the first rest, so I can, after I'm done with watch, I can cover him with snow.
Well, you know what? Wake me up when someone gets, stepped on by a giant. Grot will just kind of go into a corner, lean his greatsword against the top, and then just fucking throw a blanket over the greatsword and himself, making a makeshift little tent in the corner.
Okay. Alright. It's these cold winds are still coming, but it's kind of, again, the nature of this is very weird. Some of it feels like they're coming down from a valley, and others feel like they're coming like from the direction of those of that statue. It's very weird. But it is kind of intensive. Okay. Snowcap, I would like you to roll perception oh, sorry, actually wait. Are you all ready to do that, or do you want me to start rushing things?
You're good.
Fine,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Snowcap, roll perception.
Okay.
I guess with Jevabu, are you doing the next rest, next watch?
I don't know why it was at. I don't know why it decided to be at advantage. But the first one should be 18, so.
Okay. So some time passes, and it almost looks like, as you kind of look down, packed down, it seems to be that another of these creatures of these weird frost giants seems to also start to move in your direction. It's moving a bit faster, and the initial one is getting a bit closer, definitely. You also seem to you can kind of there seems to be something moving farther south along the as it kind of goes up on the slope. It's initially you see bits of kind of moving amongst the trees, but I would say that you solidly at one point, especially once it starts to get fully dark, you notice what looks to be like a big wolf. It looks like the size of a dire wolf, and then you see another, but they look off. There's something about them, you can't quite. They're far enough. It's hard to see details, but it looks like their face is a little flattened. It's not. They don't have a normative snout, but it's a little unnerving.
And how far away would these things be?
Somewhere between maybe 150 feet, 200 feet away or so, maybe 250, just kind of around somewhere in that general vicinity. I would say the closest you see them move within your rest is probably 150 feet away, with the assumption that they might be moving closer. But it's hard to fully. Actually, yeah, I'd say towards the end of your rest, probably 120 feet away. Who's doing the next rest? Oh, sorry, next watch. Jevabu? And if no one says anything else, I'm assuming we'll... Actually, yeah. Is anyone doing an Everwatch? Or are you just guys leaving?
Yeah, I'll do one.
The next one.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them to brief them on the situation.
Who?
The people taking next watch.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
me and Yagram.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, Jevabu never said they were doing watch. You just suggested they should. Okay.
I think I was doing it with Snowcap while I was getting buried in snow. I think that's the idea.
Okay. Well, in that case, you would know everything that Snowcap would know. Okay.
And because it's like 100 feet. Like that's not that far.
Yeah.
A human, the average person can run 100 feet in about 3 to 5 seconds.
It's a good thing it's D&D and that logic doesn't work.
Okay, so who's going next? Sardonyx or Yagram?
I
I
thought
can
we were
do
both doing
later.
the second
Or
watch.
both? Or both?
Both of them.
Okay, one of you or both of you roll perception. Okay.
Yeah, Grum, did you steal Snowcap's eyes or something?
Nah.
Now, the two weird frost giants seem to be getting much closer, and it looks like they're about to enter the like the vicinity, as in MetaWise's battle map. Like I would say, it looks like they're about to enter like being about 100 feet away from you. They're getting close to that. They're probably I'd say like as midway into your rest, it becomes clear that they're about to get to that position. Their speeds increase a little bit, especially the latter one. But they're definitely going to be getting to your location.
Sardonyx, can you speak with giants?
I can.
Can you tell these two fine individuals that they're trespassing on our little camping ground, and that it would be very polite of them to turn around and leave? You can
don't
throw
know
your
if
own
you-
flair on it. I'm just giving you the basics.
Johnny, tell him to fuck off. You tell him yourself.
I don't speak
Um,
giant.
eat shit, asshole. Fall off your horse.
I don't speak
I-
tall guy.
Okay.
I will Twitter one and
Oh, sorry.
relay that message.
Additionally, there's definite movement from up the slope, and the array of trees and what cover is, it's clear something from up the slope is approaching. And you would also have seen these weird wolf-like things. They're like dire wolves. They're like the size of a dire wolf, but they have these shortened snouts. And as you kind of see one in the distance, kind of, it looks at you and it almost has a human face.
That's a lovely thing to see in the middle of the night. Horrors beyond my comprehension.
Okay. But those things also seem to be rapidly kind of, I say rapidly, but they're not running at you, but like you see them hide behind a tree, like 20 minutes later, like it's like, okay, this thing's clearly moved to the next tree. Like these things are getting closer and closer. But from a message, what do you send? What information do you send? Sarnax.
No, I was actually relaying what Yagram asked me to tell them in Giant.
Oh.
Well, here comes a combat encounter.
Finally, you see these giants seem to finally move up. Your options are you can roll initiative,
Oh fuck.
or you can try to stealth it out. Given that you don't have a roof under your head, wait, sorry, did you actually build a roof over your set, Elf? I don't think I heard you guys say that.
I set up a tent for myself, covered
Okay,
that
so
in snow.
you did have a. Okay, so wait, you had a tent?
Yeah, I've got tent, bedroom, and everything.
Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, you built a. Okay, in that case, how big of a tent is it? Like wider than 5 feet?
I mean, probably it's a tent.
Okay. Where did you have it?
Pretty much right where I was standing. Like right
Oh,
here.
oh, sorry. Wait.
What the
tent.
fuck?
Exactly.
That's your tent.
That is
Oh.
tripping me.
What?
What the fuck? Why
Okay,
is it
okay. Do,
happening?
do you want me to try to? Yeah, I don't know if it's. Let me find the sizing for this, and I'm gonna fix it.
Oh no way!
Yeah, I have it.
I just saw it.
I can fix this in 2 ways. Let's see.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just
No, I
one
can
of
do it.
those hexes.
See.
One of those hexes.
Oh shit, that's an easy fix. There we go. Here, let me just fix this. Um.
Oh, there you
Does
go.
it align now?
It it was for a split second.
It was, then you
Okay.
moved it a touch.
Slightly more
Like-
in line.
Sir.
Lord have mercy.
Now or still not?
It like right
Not one
when
of-
you
not
moved
100%.
us, it
Okay, let me
was.
see. Let me try the opposite.
It just needs to go up a touch.
Uh. Oh, sorry. Why is it doing this? Here, let me fix this.
You know what?
This
It's
way,
not. It's not that
and
deep. It's not that deep.
it's really easy.
There,
Here.
Oh,
there
there
we
you
Oh,
You
but
just
you
had it.
had it. You had it. No.
Okay.
Like this?
Okay. Yes. Stop.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, so okay. Really? Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay. You know, either way, what do you guys do? Do you try to stealth it out, like kind of huddling in place, either hiding in your tent, or just amongst the snow, or just staying still? Maybe these things are blind somehow.
Like as I said,
Or
I
do
did. I put my
you
great
try to
sword
wake
against.
people up and engage combat? Also, are you like, does your tent have a window, Yagram?
No, I think it's just a tent. It's literally just
Okay.
a
When you do
flap.
your rest, are you in your tent? So
Yeah.
so when you do your watch, you're in your tent?
No, no. Then I'm sitting outside.
Okay, where do you want to be? If that's where you want your tent to be, where do you want? Where's Reactum gonna be?
I guess right now I'm sitting like right here,
Okay, good.
peeking
Okay.
out, peeking over.
All right. So it's up to you two to decide if you are going to wake people up or do something, and you have a very short amount of time to do that, unless you've already done so.
I just hold my finger up to my mouth, kind of symbolizing to stay quiet.
I am. I can try to lead them away from us.
I should have had this on for longer. Sorry about that.
120 feet from where I am.
So do you stealth? Did you roll stealth? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled dirty 20.
Okay. Just to get an idea, is everyone else just sleeping out in the open in like
I
sleeping
was
bags,
like,
or
they're,
how's it
they're
function?
actively sleeping, probably. So,
Okay.
I
and
mean,
so Dark,
as I said what I said, I put my great sword up against the corner, went underneath it, put a blanket over me and my great sword, so it made a
Okay.
little tent.
And is Jebabu like covered in snow or
he is, yes. Snowcap did say they
like
were doing that.
fully?
Mhm.
Does it cover the entirety of them, or are there like tusks sticking out, or like
He was
how is
covered
it
in
framed?
snow.
Okay,
Oh god damn minute.
that means it's gonna be harder to
Oh,
wake them if you need to. Okay, so Donix,
so
roll stealth then if you're stealthing. Oh, what?
yeah, I'm probably like at least the first couple feet of me are probably covered in snow, and then like whatever I don't know, whatever was able to like snow on me in like a couple hours of the first watch.
All those stuff.
Okay. Okay. So these things start to move kind of through this area. It's a little weird. But they start to make their way through the place, kind of slowly going down this mail trail as if going upward. It's rather it's a rather unsettling, but you can kind of see them, and the first one clearly has like bits of ice. It just looks abnormal. It has clear wounds. Its skin is far bluer than normal. I mean, not to say that they can get pretty blue actually, but it's maybe extra blue. It's hard to tell actually. I don't know how many. Yeah, I've seen some frost giants probably, but either way, it's definitely a bit off, and you could see some arrows in part of it. It might be drunk or it might be undead. It's hard to tell. Albeit you can make your guesses. But it starts to get kind of closer and closer, then starts to wander off a little bit and like move up against kind of these rattling. It kind of steps in the area of these kind of knocking over bits of a wall, stepping a bit into snow. It's kind of looks around, but it doesn't seem like it quite sees you. This thing seems to move up, and it looks to be a little skinnier than the first one. It's definitely looks different. There's like this snowy dust kind of radiating off of it. And it seems to then suddenly point to Sardonyx, who's kind of hiding amongst like a little bit under the rubble a little bit. Lelgast! Saying there in giant, getting the attention of the other one. Sardonyx and Yagrum, roll initiative.
Fuck.
It rolled a 19 on perception.
Sardonyx in a second.
Okay, let me pull up the turn order. Let's see. Did you guys? Don't tell me I just got rid. Okay, good, I didn't. Okay. Okay. Yagrum. You know that this thing just pointed out your location, pointing to Sardonyx. It's possible it saw Sardonyx and not you. So you could maybe try to hunker down a little bit, but it's also possible it might, swing near you anyway. What do you do? And I'm assuming you're prone.
Yeah. Can I sort of try and stealth my way to right here? And ready action.
I mean, you would be moving directly in where its gaze is, so you could try be a pretty high DC.
No, fuck that. Wait.
Because I mean, this thing. Let me see. Does it have dark vision? I mean, kind of. Yeah, it does, partially.
I'll try and slide back into my tent. Then ready action. Ready action sneak attack. I guess. Basically, the moment that either of them is close enough to touch Sardonyx, I wanna.
But are you moving in your tent?
Yeah.
Okay, you probably have disadvantage on the attack because you'll be swinging a weapon against the fabric and then them.
Well, no, I'd run out.
Wait.
I'd run out and then.
Which tree did you take down? Was it this one or this one?
This one.
Okay. Oh, this one's the one you took down. This one's the one you like lifted up. Okay.
Oh no! Ripped out. I ripped this one out.
But you did chop this one down also.
No.
Right?
That one.
No, that one's still up.
That one I didn't touch.
Okay. All right.
My idea basically is I'll wait in the tent up until one of them tries to grab Sardonyx or do anything to Sardonyx, and I jump out and stab them.
Can you ready an action that also includes a movement? I don't think
No.
so.
Then I'll just ready action, psychic knife, whatever it's called.
Okay,
Psychic
but you're
beam.
not hiding in your tent or anything. You're just
No,
staying
no.
next to your tent. Okay.
I'm laying prone next to Sardonyx, waiting for them.
Okay. This thing seems to look at the like this. So this thing seems to have like kind of rumbled around the like ruins a bit. How do I frame this? Sees Sardonyx, and then it looks to the tree, and it's unclear if it's like it realizes if it does what it's going to do, it might get mashed against the tree or not. It's unclear, but it seems to, weirdly enough, move around it. 10, 20, 30. And as if it doesn't want to approach Sardonyx by the tent. Maybe it doesn't want to break the tent. It's unclear. It's weird. Oh, it has 40. Okay. And then let's see how much range this thing has. Okay. It seems to kind of point in Sardonyx's direction, like directly at her, and seems to like a ray of polar energy, perhaps you could call it, like this icy, like just like blast or bolt more so, seems to be flying towards her. Does a 14 hit Sardonyx?
No.
It seems to miss her, causing a bit of like spray of ice and snow and nasty bits of like frozen material to kind of slide near you, but it doesn't kind of smash against one of the rocks near you, but not too hard. Kind of it mostly is muffled by the snow. Oh wait, I'm dumb. I looked at the wrong thing. I'm just gonna say this had a. Okay. Oh, I forgot to input this thing's fucking actual turn order, but it was 18. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Now it's 16. This thing will now move around. It's conveyed. This is closer. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. And this thing is going to actually step onto the 10. 35. And then it starts to move a little closer to Sardonyx. But then you end up being there. So it almost steps on you and then kind of reels back almost. Or actually, well, how do I frame this? How do I want to do that? Yeah, it tries to kind of move it closer to Sardonyx, and then suddenly you're very aggro. Your action was to attack this one, though, correct?
My action was to attack anyone that came too close.
To you or Sardonyx? I thought it was Sardonyx.
So Sardonyx.
Okay, so this
I
one.
mean, if he's going to step on me, I might as well.
I mean, it gets right enough. It gets close enough that it kind of, well, yeah. I would have to. How do I want to do this? Because I can't just have it move in your space. But if it doesn't know
I mean,
you're
you
there,
could just have him step on it, and it's like him getting grappled.
Yagram being grappled.
If he's getting stepped on by a giant,
Yeah, I guess that is fair. Yagram, roll. Yeah, this thing unknowingly steps upon you. Do a yeah, roll a strength check.
Strength check or save?
For a grapple, it'd be a save, I believe, right? Yeah.
it's athletics or
Oh, it is athletics? Oh, sorry,
athletics or acrobatics. But
Okay, oh,
it's
that's right. Oh,
prone.
yeah, okay, that's the thing. In that case, I'm sorry, athletics. I should have. It's been a while, but yeah, no.
All good.
Okay, yeah, you managed to kind of push it off of you a little bit, and this thing now kind of stumbles back and is going to.
Can I make my attack?
I mean, it doesn't. Is that I thought your conditions again were if it were. I guess it was moving towards Sardonyx and moved at least since it was almost stepped on you. It did you get within her range, so yeah, that would make fair. That would be fair.
All right. Would this be an advantage, seeing as I would technically attack out of stealth?
Yeah.
It just stepped on you. I don't think it's out of stealth.
I mean, well, it might be
It-
unclear of what did that. I mean, it knows you're there now. It might not know what you are. Like it might think you're like a spring or something. I guess for the sake of stuff, no.
Okay.
But I could maybe argue either way.
Then. That hit.
Yes.
9 psychic damage.
Okay. This thing is then going to use its action to hit you. With its big axe, it seems to kind of slam upon you and then slam out again, making a bit of noise. Does 17 hit?
No.
Does 30 hit?
Jesus. Yeah.
Okay, this is insane and probably gonna wake some people up. Oh my god, that's the most damage I've seen something do in a long fucking time. Holy shit. Take 52 slashing damage. Okay, I would like how do I want to do this? Jevabu, you probably have a thick layer of like snow, like lessening the like, you probably are pretty hard to wake up right now. The rest of you, especially Draught and Snowcap, sorry, is Norlis also, how is it, Norlis, how are you sleeping?
Nothing.
It was just with my back to the wall.
Okay.
Snowcap
Also-
is in a thin amount of snow, like not thin enough to like be able to wake up from this.
Yeah, I will say the like sleeping in the snow to some degree for people who aren't Jevabu would not be great. You guys are probably gonna wake up maybe uncomfortable or maybe have very, very cold, potentially have frostbite in certain areas.
Snowcap is kind of immune to this, though.
Yeah, they're all furry and some other reasons. Also, I believe the I don't. Oh yeah, because
Ice skates.
one of your item. Yeah, I was saying either ice skates or the bow. But yeah, it's resistance isn't. Yeah, okay, it's something. But either way, Normalist might get some frostbite and probably dry. Okay,
I didn't
either
say
way,
I was
Draught
in
did
the
cover
I
himself.
would say
I didn't
that
say I
you
was
Yeah,
in
Draught
the
did say he
snow.
covered himself in a blanket.
and maybe. Okay, that's. Either way, you free and maybe Jevabu, but Jevabu might have enough to make it hard for this to happen. I would like you to roll a. Okay, actually, I'm gonna ask you guys meta-wise. Meta-wise, what is a good way to roll to determine if someone wakes up from hearing a noise?
Constitution.
The fact that we're in a hostile area and we're all relatively light sleepers as we are adventurers and would likely get woken up anyway to any surmountable amount of noise.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'd
in
say
that
we're
case,
like
yeah, everyone's
kind of sleeping on
the
our
only one.
toes.
In that case, I'm just gonna have Jevabu roll just because I feel like. Well, actually, sorry. How much snow is on you, Jevabu?
Sure. Probably, I mean, no more than like 3 inches.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a lot more. I thought they made a big snowman over you. Okay,
I mean,
was like,
like,
I thought that was like a foot or something. Okay.
I mean, like, maybe around the bottom, but like,
Okay, in that case,
no,
you're good.
not like a full igloo around
Okay,
me.
in that case, you're good. I had a misunderstanding. In that case, yeah, with that attack, the rest of you suddenly wake up. You might not have your full armor on you. You might I assume those who had armor might not have slept in it unless you feel like you would. You
I am
might
a
have.
kobold who's seen many things.
Okay. Rod is
Snowcap.
like right by their weapons, so they're good, but the rest of you might not have your weapons on you, and might not even directly have them. Obviously, probably wouldn't have them in your hand unless you.
Snowcap would have slept very close, at least very close to, because Snowcap saw the giants.
Okay. Either way, after this turn order, you guys will start. And that means Amethyst's turn, and now the rest of you roll your turns. Roll your initiative, I mean. Amethyst, what are you doing?
Okay. Seems that
Hi.
every creature just wants some brutality.
Let me get some more intensive. Now with that, I'm gonna put some more intensive music on.
Let's start with this. One on both of them. DC 18 Wisdom saving throws. 10, 15, 30. Then I'll fly here because I have a flying speed of 40. Trying to keep them away from everyone.
Did
much
you
as
walk it?
possible.
Would you have taken a? I didn't see the path you did, but would you
I
have
can
taken an opportunity
fly.
attack?
No.
Okay, 5. Well, this thing I have a range greater than 5 feet. So did you move within 10 feet of this thing? You were
Well,
initially.
Oh.
She used Grey Fear first
Oh,
before
Grey Fear.
moving.
Okay, so that means it needs to roll a thing now? Yeah.
Yes.
Wisdom save unless you're immune to the frightened condition.
Undeads make it at disadvantage.
Oh boy. Oh wow, it got a -1 both times.
And this was
Yeah,
on
okay.
both of them, by the way.
So what does that do? It has it has to move now on its reaction? Or is it during its turn? Sorry.
Must use this reaction
No,
to move up
it
the
must use
speed
its
away.
reaction.
Okay, now
Yeah.
to move its full okay.
Full speed.
And that's for both of them.
You
if
already
they
used
both
your
fail.
reaction, Yagrum, to do the thing, I believe. If that's how I
Yes.
believe it functions, okay?
Yes.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
No, you
No.
use your range
I just said
action.
you already used your action. Okay.
No.
Okay, is that so? That's your turn?
No, both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, both of them? Oh, okay.
Yes.
We did say this.
How far can I fly?
I hit the wrong thing.
Let's just fly.
What's the DC?
18.
18.
Okay, that failed too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Right. Is that your turn?
That is, in fact, not my turn. I can
Yeah,
fly
because you haven't moved yet.
45 feet. We fly over here, trying to keep everyone safe.
I will say that you did see Yagrum get slashed in with a big ass axe. He has a huge cleave into his shoulder almost, and his armor is looking
That is true.
not. Wait, sorry. Do you have magic armor, Yagrum, or no?
It's not
Yeah.
enchanted. It's fuck. What's that shit called?
If
Just adamantite.
Mithril? That would adamantite would count as one of your magic item options if you did get that. Is that
It's
what you
mithril.
chose?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
Mithril makes it so crits aren't crits.
Okay, I didn't know you had mithril armor. I forgot about that.
I just thought it makes stealth checks disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
Oh, it's that one then. I don't remember.
I'm
Are
sick.
you?
This is
Oh, there
all
we
my
go.
fault.
Mithril half plate. There we go. Okay. In that case, the armor doesn't seem to be ripped apart, but it's clear that you've taken a fuckload of damage.
He's dented.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, I'm on
I gave
18
you,
HP.
I give you 25 HP, then I fly over here.
Oh, so the Grey Fear is a bonus action, which is crazy. That's
Yes,
such a
it is.
that's such a strong ability. Okay. All right. Now, Normal, it's your turn.
Nornless wakes up in a
No.
start and sees Yagrum get slammed, and then everyone run away from Yagrum and Sardonyx. Oh goodness, oh no. I'm gonna How close are they? They're close enough for this spell. Let me make sure one more time the actual radius. 40-foot cube. Yep, they'll fit within a 40-foot cube. Norlis reaches into his component pouch and pulls out a small, amber boss. Smaller than the size of your palm. Sticks his fingers into it and scoops out a thick, viscous material and swipes it along the air, smearing the air itself. Slow, and cast slow on both of the giants. That is a wisdom saving throw.
Did you cut out?
What did you
I
guys...
heard most of that, I think.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
pull
I'm
out a-
struggling to think if I missed something.
I pull out the amber vase.
Oh, okay.
Amber that? Oh, what? Oh.
I cast the slow spell.
I cast slow internet.
Oh. Okay, but we both got 15.
They rolled 15 on wisdom.
Yeah.
They both failed. I will punch it in the chat so you can reference it, but their AC is -2. So with their dexterity saving throws, they can't use reaction. On their turn, they can use either their action or a bonus action. And their speed is halved.
That is fucking ridiculous. Jesus.
Yeah, dog.
They can
That's
make
some shit,
another
dude.
save at the end of their turn.
They don't have disadvantage though, right?
No,
Okay.
the wisdom save.
Disadvantage on what? No. No, there doesn't impose disadvantage at all.
Okay.
There's
okay.
also
Is
a
that-
rule for spell casting if they do that, but we'll touch back on that
Yeah.
if they do.
Yeah.
Norris will stand up. I'm gonna say he was prone, technically. And
Yeah, I think
back
all
up
of you
10
would be.
feet.
Well, I was gonna accept maybe Jevaboo, but being prone is like for Jevaboo, since they mainly go by all fours. It's like it's more so if they were like knelt down or not.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, Grom, your turn.
Bonus action dash to this fine specimen. Give him 2 attacks with my Great Maul.
It kind of makes a odd sound as you approach it. Perhaps partially slowed. Most likely, but both was hit.
Delightful. Because they were great weapon attacks. It's a boatload of damage.
Jesus.
This is why it got changed in the new rules.
Which is annoying. Yeah, I'm just aiming for the kneecaps, trying to bring the fucker down, like King Faden.
Okay.
Bring it down,
You're doing
bring it
good
down!
damage to the kneecaps, albeit this thing is really sturdy, so it's hard to really like even mashing like bits of it. It's still like, you know, we're talking like a lot of bone. Albeit
I was gonna
seems
say
to
it's like a 15-foot tall creature, and he's
be,
only
that
like.
too.
I'm
Yeah.
7 foot.
Yeah, you're 7 foot. He's 15 foot.
Yeah,
Like a minimum.
I'm on perfect knee striking height, bro.
Okay. Either way, that seems to do a significant amount of damage to this thing. Its injury around its legs are clear. Okay. Is that your turn?
Uh,
You cannot take reactions. You can back away.
I still have 15 feet, so
Wait, yeah, no bonus action dash.
actually,
so-
wait, how much? I have 25 feet. I'll fucking get right the fuck back here. That will be my turn.
Okay. Snowcap, your turn.
Ooh. Okay, so I think that the wall is short enough for me to like be able to like shoot past it, even if it
Depending
counts as
on-
like.
Depends on how much snow you actually took out of it. Because I said so, like most of it was 3 feet. but you would get an extra like 2 to 3 feet if you like scooped around it. So potentially not, depending on where you're standing.
I mean, I was standing in a place that was like with snow, so it should be
Okay. Okay, you should be good then.
okay. I am going to use. Before I make it a range attack, I can take a -5 penalty to the attack roll.
Yes, we know
And
what sharpshooter is.
yeah, I am going to. I am. The giants should not be able to see me. And I'm guessing I would have advantage.
Yeah, that's how invisibility works. Yeah.
Yeah, there is a tree in the way, but the tree's doesn't have that thick of like an understory. Well,
Wait, why did I do bracers? I ignore that one. That's bracer
Oh,
damage,
you
not
probably
the
use a
one I
pine
meant.
tree. Okay. There we go. And so you're aiming. Wait, sorry. Are you aiming at this one or this one?
This one.
Okay, you should wait. Just make clear there's a. Yeah, you should be good. Okay, that hits.
So that should be that should do
17 damage unless
27 damage.
additional stuff. Oh, 27?
Because I took the negative
Oh, it was
because of the sharpshooter.
Oh, you just didn't input sharpshooter onto roll 20. Okay. So it would have a 23 still would have hit. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, 27. All right. This thing seems to have been taking a lot of hits.
And it's one snake attack per turn, right?
Yes.
From my understanding.
Okay.
And an additional 11. Ooh, wow.
I think I can use sharpshooter on that.
Right, yeah, you can use sharpshooter. Oh, you need to call it out beforehand. Unless,
Okay,
like,
I guess I'm not.
unless it's like pre-done on the, unless you've got it like pre-worked on the attack.
Wait,
or
no, I
maybe-
thought they said they were doing sharpshooter.
Yeah,
first-
I think it was implied that it
Oh,
was
that's
doing
your second
sharpshooter.
attack. Okay. Oh.
So that's 13 to hit, but they also have -2 AC if that helps.
Oh. Let's see, their AC, no. Okay, with the -2 AC, it would be 13, so it would hit.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you'll be applying the sharpshooter.
Nice.
Yeah, it'd be
Unless you
21
add
then.
Okay. Well, this thing's looking pretty beaten up.
Should be the end of my turn then.
Yep, okay. Is it that you want to move, but yeah, that'll be under your turn. Okay.
I'll actually move
Okay, I assume you're saying that because you weren't gonna move. Okay.
there. That's where I'm gonna move.
Alright. Okay, let's see. 5, 20. This thing is going to seem to point to Yagram. That's who they can clearly see. The rots behind the tent, and Jevavu, albeit woken up, is probably still a little bit covered in snow. And Snowcap seems to be kind of behind the tree, awkward enough I can't see. Or at least kind of, I don't know. But they're going to point to Yagram, and they're going to try to shoot this weird, I guess, bolt of, like, I mean, a polar energy or just some type of blast of, like, frost. It's kind of odd to describe since it doesn't look to be a traditional spell.
I was
does a 23 hit?
literally about to ask you if it's a spell.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be a spell. It seems to be just some type of like thing they can do. It's clearly magic, but it seems to be some type of just propelled energy from their body rather than through a normal spellcasting means. Okay,
Alrighty.
does a 23 hit, Yagram?
23 does in fact hit.
Okay, take 18 cold damage.
What?
18 cold damage.
You heard it.
Wait, 18 full?
Cold
Cold.
damage.
Oh,
Ew.
roll. Okay, my bad.
The confusion makes a lot more sense now.
Yes, it does.
Yes. Okay. So once it hits with the attack roll, you see it like this like weird dusty texture to it, like kind of being extends from it, seems to form into like almost a blizzard. And it seems to like wrap around its body. Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that statement. I misread that. Okay, that didn't happen. Okay. That is its. Well, it can wait. Let me just check to see if it can move anymore. I don't think it can. Nope, it can't move anymore. Okay. That's its turn. Draw. Your turn.
I will stand up from prone. Or that 2, 3. That's my movement. And that's my turn. That's my turn.
Okay. Okay, now this thing's going to seem to kind of move around a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, and it's going to kind of, from its little pouch or whatever, it's going to grab a big old boulder and it's going to throw it at Sardonyx. And then we'll throw another.
It can only do one.
This one for some reason doesn't. It says 2 weapon attacks and doesn't specify.
It cannot make more than one melee or ranged
Slow.
attack during its turn.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about because it's. I thought okay. I thought you were reading the like stat sheet for a second. And I was in an awkward position.
Because
Thank
it's
God.
slow.
Okay,
'Cause it's
good.
slow.
No, I don't need to do that. I know it off by heart.
Okay, in that case, yeah, it only makes one of these. Okay.
Correct.
Does a 25 hit Sardonyx?
It has to do it as a disadvantage.
Oh, I thought
Why?
it didn't.
Great fear.
Yeah, growth.
Oh
That's
yeah.
makes disadvantage.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, does a 15 hit Sardonyx?
It does actually.
Okay. Wow. Oh boy.
Laugh at the
That's more
bard.
damage than that's more damage than 25. Okay. Yeah. Take it. It throws a boulder at you. It mashes into your body. It's not fun. Take 32 damage, bludgeoning.
Ow.
Oh
Laugh
yeah.
at the bard and their pathetic defense.
No.
What are four Sardonyx?
They do in fact want to me. Ow. Are you doing anything
Oh,
else?
sorry. I meant to check. Okay, yeah. That's its turn. Sardonyx, it's your turn.
Right, you
Yeah.
remember you remember doing the wisdom saves.
I was
Oh, yeah, I
literally,
have to
I
do
was
that.
literally
Yeah.
about to tell you to do wisdom saves for both of the giants now.
I forgot to. Okay.
DC is 20.
Oh wow. Let's see what it gets. We
These
got
sh-
a
these-
3 and a 7.
Hold on.
They are still affected by slow.
Alright.
I'm slowing it.
Do in fact want me. Sorry, the cute domain right. It's not the good option. It's not.
Okay. Let me just see something. That will be a. Oh boy, that's is that dexterity?
Yes.
Yes,
And is
they're
that
doing
hitting
it.
both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're slowed, so they get disadvantage, I'm pretty sure, on dex checks.
Nope, just -2.
Just minus.
Okay, this one fails spectacularly. This one, since it got -2, would be 15.
They both fail.
Okay. Alright, and that was 30 damage. Okay. Okay, this thing looks very injured. It looks like it's about to fall apart. But it hasn't quite fallen apart just yet. It's not looking good, though. Okay. Is that your turn?
Never mind. Hold on. 5, 10, 5 a bit to the right. Yeah, that's my turn actually. I don't know why it's not letting me cast this.
Or maybe you're out of spell slots.
Hold. It's not giving
Oh,
me
no, you know, Bardic Inspiration.
Is it my turn now?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sorry about that.
Hold. Okay. Gonna get up. Use some movement for that. Then go 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Is this wall is this wall like short enough right here that I can like move one more space forward?
Yeah,
And, like
that one,
have enough
absolutely,
room
because
to...
you guys didn't clear much out from there, so yeah.
Okay.
The only one that would, maybe some of
Did it
these would be a
work?
bit hard
It's
to do, but
flat.
otherwise you can definitely get over that.
Ignore that. Ignore that.
Yeah, basically most of these are like 3 feet tall, so you can just walk over most of them.
Okay. And then how tall is the tree between me and the giant we've been
Probably
hitting?
like 8 to 9 feet tall.
Okay. Okay, so I'd have okay, so I have an okay shot at this. Okay, I'm going to
Well, that might be.
chuck
I'm just looking
a...
at how wide it is, but eh.
Yeah, do I have a good enough shot
I mean, let me see. I think so. If you got to, you probably would. Leave
on this guy here?
Uh,
I mean, he's like at least 15 feet tall,
yeah, you do.
and then it depends on how tall the tree is.
Yeah, you can do it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna toss a javelin at him. God damn it. 9.
Okay, that does hit. Oh
8
no, it
piercing?
doesn't. That doesn't hit. That doesn't hit. You hit
No
for
hit,
9. So I
okay.
thought you meant 9 damage. I wasn't even thinking.
Nope.
That doesn't hit.
Okay. I'm gonna chuck another one. 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 5 piercing.
Okay, that thing is not dead, but it's looking very scraggly. It looks like it could fall apart any time, any moment.
Ah. Okay, I'm gonna bonus action rage, and then 1, 2, a couple more spaces towards this other guy. Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. This circumstance seems to be beneficial towards the other group, per se. Oh, wait, let me... Oh, shit, yeah. Not yeah, where the fuck did it go? Okay, either way, wait, quick question. Is that your whole turn, Jefu?
Yes.
Trying to make time. Oh, there we go. Can you... With that, assuming you guys heard that, clearly something is coming from the north. You hear this horrific screech. I would like you all to roll a DC, sorry, a Wisdom saving throw.
Ignored ignore that I did advantage. Ignore that.
Okay. Yeah, boost, okay. Waiting for Sardonyx and Drot.
No.
Okay. Sardonyx and Snowcap and Jevaboo. You got wait, let me just no, actually no, not Snowcap, just Jevaboo and Sardonyx.
Remember, they said don't pay attention to it being at advantage.
I know, but it's 13. That's oh sorry. Well, actually, well, I'm not gonna shit. I give it away. Fuck. But yeah, no, you guys seem to be deeply afraid of the this howl of this well, almost humanoid howl. It's really this fucking horrific howl coming from the darkness of the snowy frontier, whatever you want to call this. You guys are frightened by whatever made that noise, and cannot move close enough. Oh, sorry. Yeah, you basically if you start your,
Oh.
yeah, I'm gonna say you're frightened for the time being. But in terms of stuff, yeah, I'll say that much. There's some special rules. I'll say once things get a bit close, you can fully see this thing. But you're just innately frightened by that noise, and have a frightened condition. Okay. Now let me pull that up. Nora, it's your turn. Clearly something is coming.
Yes, clearly something is coming. Nornalis is going to reach out in front of him and ring an invisible bell. Oscas. And cast Hold the Dead on the most injured giant. That's a wisdom saving throw.
If you can do, well, I'm not gonna tell you how much damage, but you don't have to do much damage. Let's see how much you got.
Well, it has to make a saving throw first.
Oh, it does. Okay.
DC 20 wisdom.
You got an 11. How would you like to kill it? Oh wait a second. Let me make sure this actually gets hit by necrotic. No, it does. Okay, good. Go for it.
You watch as a small, very narrow necrotic beam of energy rings forward from the invisible bell in front of Nornalis and strikes it in the sternum. And you watch as the flesh, already decayed and rotten, begins to accelerate as if bacteria is rapidly consuming it, and its arms slowly sink and fall off as the decomposing energy yeah, it melts.
Necrosis it.
Thank you. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like, there's a word for this. And it falls.
Okay. It makes quite a big thud, albeit not as loud as it normally would be due to the snow, absorbing a lot of the sound.
And Nornalis takes a step forward and disappears. And then moves more.
That was
But
a good choice.
I'm invisible.
Yagrum, your turn.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna run over to this guy. I'm just gonna give him 2 Great Maul attacks. I'm killing this creature.
That
Oh,
hits.
that don't.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's 56 damage.
Okay. As you manage to hit, so as you go to hit the attack roll, it seems to just momentarily dissolve into like a blizzard-like form, seeming to not take as much damage as you intended to do. Then with that like kind of, with that attack, it seems to teleport, perhaps magically, over. Let's see. Right over. Say, here.
Oh,
Is that your turn?
huh! Bonus action.
Wait, pause. What? How did it
Dash.
do that?
It was able to.
Use a reaction?
It cannot. You're right.
That's
Point
only
taken.
why I'm like, wait.
Oh, okay. I should have told you it had like an anti. Okay, whatever. Point
Sorry,
taken. Never
apologies,
mind.
apologies.
Oh shit! Ruined the moment. Okay. Either way. Okay. So nothing happens because spell. Okay. Me dumb. Okay. Yeah. But second hack misses terribly. Is that your turn?
It is all I can do right now.
Okay. Oh shit. It's been fun. Okay. Snokev, your turn.
Okay, I am just gonna fucking do the same shit again with this one. I am gonna do the sharpshooter thing. Oh, or shit, that should have been an advantage. Oh no, that's the fucking. I don't know why I keep clicking on bracers.
That hits. That's a big. Yeah, you see a shot smashes into its like chest.
Both of these are sharpshooter. I should. I think I made that clear. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that yeah. Either way, you hit enough to even with sharpshooter still hit. Okay. See max damage. Is that your turn?
Um.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Is that
should
your
be
turn?
my turn.
Okay. This thing's going to march out a little bit. Very angry, but perhaps internally. It's first going to try to reach out to, I would say, Yagram, and seems to just try to touch you with its hand.
Just a reminder,
Roll.
Ian, you said first, this is its only action.
Okay, yes.
Just so you're aware and that like I'm not ruining your
Okay,
plans
yeah.
halfway
I know,
through that.
I know. Does a 26 hit?
Yes.
Okay, now I just gotta check one thing. Okay. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. Okay, take 17 cold and 18 necrotic.
I'm down.
Okay, in that case, something special gets to happen. Oh, what?
Yagram's dead.
No. Wait, how? Oh, what?
Yagram is
Yeah, wait,
instantly
necrotic.
dead.
Wait, there's an ability that Aggrum
Yeah,
had that
that's-
causes him to
If
do
you
that?
are knocked unconscious via necrotic damage, you are instantly dead. I'm gonna double check because that might be a homebrew.
I don't
no,
think
no,
that's
that's
not,
not
yeah,
a
I don't think
thing.
that's true.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
I have that so locked
That
in
would
my
be
head. I
awful.
could be wrong.
No, you're thinking there's no specific though. Either way, what happens here is you instead drop to 1 hit point, but have a petrified condition, turning into a frozen statue. Perhaps like what you saw over from a distance at the statue site.
Oh, what the
Let's hope
fuck?
you don't take bludgeoning damage. So yeah, you are now petrified and you're a frozen statue.
What the fuck?
Ice seems to englaze upon your body in a horrific means. Clearly, like, your form is unpleasant, like, mostly from an open mouth agape from the horrific damage you took.
Whoa!
Was that a nah or just I guess okay.
Just a scream of pain.
Oh, okay. Draw it. Your turn. Yeah, draw it. Your turn.
I'm drotting it.
Straight up dropped in it.
Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah, I can. I will wander my little way there. I shall swing to hit it. Oh, with my funny great sword. I don't think a 14 hits. So I will swing again. For 22.
Does a 14 hit when it has -2 AC, Ian?
Let me see. I believe it would anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry. You just kind of assumed a 14 didn't hit. I was about to tell you. A 14 would hit.
Oh, well,
Even
then
with
both
the
my
negative
attacks
2 AC,
hit.
it also would. Yeah, both hit.
Both my attacks hit. So it takes 17 from the first one, then I'll roll for the
Wait.
second damage.
Although this creature is a little skinnier, it is a bit taller than the other one.
So that's 17
And it looks to have
and-
less, like, obvious wounds. Okay.
So that's
It is-
17
oh, yeah.
and 14 slashing
Okay.
damage.
Okay, that is
And
some
that'll
damage
be
to
my
this thing.
turn.
Okay.
And I'm guessing the wounding thing does not apply because it's a
No, it does.
dead thing.
No, it does. Nothing
This thing's
stops
taking some
from getting
damage, but this
wounds.
thing looks a lot more sturdy than the other thing. The other creature. Okay. He's dead. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Sardonyx, your turn.
Fitting. Actually, shouldn't.
Chose to respond at this point in time. Maybe not the most fun time. Okay. Let's see.
I need to get rid of this thing as fast as possible.
Okay.
Finally,
what's going on?
as we're. I'm just gonna cast them. The same.
Yay! Okay. By the way, the rambling, I'm sorry, the mumbling I just did was in regards to something that
Make another dexterity saving throw.
You'll see in the, what I guess Sardonyx will see in a second. Okay, let's see. Ooh, shit. Okay. Let me check something to make sure this doesn't cause. Okay, not okay. It's good thing this isn't bludgeoning. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Let me just check something. Is that wide enough that it would hit Yakron?
No, it won't.
Okay.
Oh, it depends which way it's lined, but yeah, it won't.
Re-
It got an 18.
Yeah, that would be enough to make it take half damage. And it is enough.
Is that 18 after the -2 dexterity?
No, actually, we'll take the full damage.
Oh,
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, I feel
18 should
11
not have
being
messed with
really
us.
unhelpful for missing all the fucking slow abilities. Oh my god, sorry about that. Let's see. Is that your turn?
no. Need to get it further away from everyone, to be honest. I will, in fact, cast Wayfair again.
Pause.
That
Just
is-
just think about it. What does Great Fury take? A reaction?
Yeah,
Yeah, it has no reaction.
They don't have those.
mm,
Just so you're not wasting an ability.
It won't do anything.
Yeah.
I guess I just end my turn.
Okay. Yeah, Jevabu, your turn. Yagram's not looking so good, Jevabu. They look like an icicle, but horrific and unfun.
I bet
Not to
Draw's
say
gonna
that
try to
Yagram's
lick
not
it.
unfun, but their current like stature is unfun.
Draw probably will try to get his tongue frozen on the thing.
Oh no.
That's hella nasty.
So you're
I
moving
mean,
into
if you check fucking campfire chat.
Jevabu? Yeah, you could. I mean,
Oh,
you can
sorry.
kind of step in that range. I mean, that is in a spell though. You could attack. You don't have to move any closer than you were to have hit it though. I'm just.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Okay.
Yeah.
Just gonna go there. I did not. Let's see. Megan Fear doesn't count. No, that doesn't count for rage. Okay. Wait, sense last. Oh wait, I did attack. Okay. So my rage is still going. So I'm going to just attack. Just gonna take a swing at him with my totem tusks. 22 to hit.
Yeah. There we go. Let's see.
Cool. 13 bludgeoning damage and 6 cold damage. Let's see, rage. Plus 2 rage.
Okay, this thing's looking not great.
Okay. Can take another swing at him. Ooh, boom. 23 to hit. It's gonna be like another 14 bludgeoning and 6 cold. Rage is still going, and then I'll take a bonus action attack with my
Oh my God.
tusks.
We're doing a lot of shit. Oh boy. That hits too.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
This thing's looking really bad. You're
another
mashing
6
the shit
piercing
out of
on
it.
that.
Okay.
God damn. Just did some fucking work on me. Alright.
Okay.
Okay, that's gonna be my turn then.
Okay. Sadly, it seems the creatures have finally arrived. Since you are very close to Snowcap,
That's cool.
well, we'll be
Do these
something I
guys
mention
get-
when you start your turn, but now that you're within 30 feet of it, when you start your turn, you will have to use your movement to get as far away as possible from these creatures. So just keep that in mind.
Do these guys have like did they rely on dark vision to see me?
Potentially, but they likely have good means. I mean, I'm not saying they have blind sight, but they likely have decent smelling ability. But they do have dark vision. But to see you, I guess, with its eyes, yes, it needs dark vision to do so.
Yeah.
Because it's at night.
They might
Okay.
smell me, but they're not sure as not seeing me.
Oh boy. Well, you'll be seeing them anyway. Norma's your turn.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I appear once more. I'm no longer visible. And I'm going to once again reach into my pouch and grab a smear of molasses and smear it across the air in front of me and cast slow on these two.
Okay, so it's slow concentration?
It is, so I'm
Yes.
dropping it on the other one.
Okay.
These
Alright.
two need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, just sorry, just these two? Okay.
Yeah, I can't reach all three.
That is a cube.
DC is 20 wisdom.
The cube.
Okay, these got a 12 and an 18.
They are both afflicted by slow. Their speed is halved and everything else. And I'm going to move.
No.
That's my turn.
But Pine Tree is there, but you'd be kind of smashing against like the sides of it. You're not like going into it necessarily.
Well,
I mean, as in you're. My point is you're not like moving through wood. Is my point.
okay.
You can be in that space. Let's see. Let me just now. Okay. Oh, sorry. Now I have to actually. Oh wait, these things. Oh no, that. 1, 2. Oh, I didn't roll the last one. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay, there we go. I forgot to roll this one.
Now, what does Yagram need to roll?
I'm about to see if this thing goes before Yagram. Which it doesn't. Yeah, it's Yagram. Yagram needs to. Oh, I don't think they can do anything. Let me just check.
What?
Let me just check. Something interesting will happen. Let's
Cry.
see.
That's what he can do. Crying is a reaction.
Yeah, you're
Can't do that.
I can't do that either. You're petrified in a frozen state. You hear in your mind, Yagram.
GG, Jugglefuck.
It's cold. Okay. Anyway, Snowcap, your turn.
Okay, I am going to I'm gonna try to shoot this one.
Oh, remember, you're frightened, so you have
I shouldn't be
disadvantage.
frightened.
You didn't succeed the saving throw against it. From like the Howl ages ago.
I don't have a frightened marker on me.
That doesn't mean you're not
I
frightened.
thought you did save.
No, they
Yeah.
didn't. Oh, wait, they did.
you
I don't
have
know.
Since you are frightened, like as long as you let me actually read up. As long as you're within like 30 feet of it on the start of your turn, you have to use all your movement to get as far away from the hound as possible.
I don't think they're
you
within
must
30
finish
feet. I think they're just
No,
out
they-
of it.
Yeah.
You moved your you moved your
It
character.
was here. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I made my character anyways.
So you have to use the rest of your movement.
And I have
Yeah, going in the most direct way possible to get away from it.
that should be my movement. Well anyways, this thing is going to get a I'm not going to sharpshooter this. This is just going to be a straight up.
What are you firing at? One of these creatures?
This
Or-
one.
Okay, that one. Okay. You are frightened, so I believe that gives you a disadvantage on the attack, I believe, since you can see it.
So it would just be normal then.
I believe so.
Yes.
Unless you feel like you wouldn't be able to see it, but I think you can.
Wait, is
If
there a
you're
reason
shooting
you
it.
have advantage? Why?
Yeah, why would you have?
Okay.
Why would you have? Wait, does frightened not give you disadvantage?
No, it does,
You
but
can
they
see?
said they're fighting with advantage, and I was just curious why.
Gloomstalker.
I didn't know about the
creatures.
disadvantage. I did that because I was, hidden from them.
Gloomstalker, anything with dark vision that needs dark vision to see them, they get the invisible condition, which
Got it.
would
Thank
give
you.
them
Appreciate
advantage.
It. Appreciate it. Good to know. That's what I was missing.
And then frighten brings it down to a
Straight roll.
flat roll. Yeah.
Should I re-roll?
No, just take the first roll.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the first roll. And for that same creature, I am going to wait, that's brace of firing daggers. Shit.
Wait, did I miss something? I'm sorry. So you do have.
Sorry, I keep accidentally
Why
doing
they-
bracer flying daggers.
Okay. Wait, so you would take the first roll because you have something that would give you advantage. Okay, sorry.
No.
I'm dumb. You literally described yourself, huh?
It's just because there's no point re-rolling it when it's
Oh,
just going
whatever.
to be a flat
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, okay. Either way, those hit.
And it's the end of my turn.
Okay. Let me see. Check something.
Now, will this thing kill confirm Yagram?
No.
I mean, this thing doesn't have bludgeoning damage on it. So, well, I mean, unless it would have kicked you or like step on you by accident. Otherwise, I kind of wants to go for the side of Zonix because that's who they initially saw. So let's see if they can safely do it without stepping on you. Or maybe they can step over you. I think they could do that. Okay, let's see. Yeah. It'll step over you. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to go after Sardonyx, who it saw initially, which will give Drought and Jevbu opportunity attacks.
Well, it takes 4 necrotic damage anyway from the wound I gave it.
Yeah. It's not looking great, but it can probably take a few more hits.
And then I will roll to slap with my greatsword. Oh, that's a 26.
That hits.
Oh, that's 15 damage.
Oh boy. Jevbu, did you want to do that or no?
He did.
Yeah, 23
I
hit
love drawing it.
and 15 bludgeoning, 3 cold damage.
Okay, this thing is looking very bad. Oh my god. Yeah, this thing's barely standing. This thing clearly had a bit more health than the other one, though. I will say that. It's gonna try to do some attacks to Sardonyx, but this thing is barely kind of stand. Actually, sorry, take back. It uses Oh, can you use your action on your? Yeah, it can, because that's how it does it. Okay, so yeah, it would use I'm sorry. Let me rephrase this. After the attack from, I guess let's do Javabu. Yeah, actually no. From the first attack it hit, immediately after creature, yeah, okay. Since it could see, yeah, actually, sorry. From the first attack before Javu hit, I'm sorry. From Drot, since they went first for whatever reason we're going with, because of that, sorry, let me rephrase it. Can you use reaction on your turn?
Yes.
Okay, good. If it's this kind of thing. Okay, good. In that case, yeah. So it right after that first attack, it dissolves into a blizzard and then teleports. So yeah, Jebba, you don't get your attack. And it teleports
Damn.
right here. Okay, let's see. First it rams its axe down towards Sardonyx. Let's see if this hits. Oh shit, really? This is the one time that, oh god. Beyond 20 just suddenly stopped working. Really? Really? Oh my god, okay, whatever, I'll just do the rolls. Okay, let's see, what is it? Okay, does a, oh boy. Does a 12 hit Sodax? I don't think so.
No.
Then, okay. So it tries to hit you with its axe, but misses pretty badly. And then it tries to reach out to touch you, and that should hit for 23.
We
Oh
got
boy,
cold
that's good.
resistance.
Yeah. Okay, let me pull this up. Okay. Okay, so first you'll take 21 cold and 20 necrotic.
Is that like 4 health left?
31.
If you have no health left, then let me know.
No, I have health left.
By
Like
the way, this
4?
thing is not looking as injured as I said it initially was because it didn't get hit by that 15 from Jevaboo.
I also need to do the con saving throw to see if it gets rid of my wound,
Yeah.
which is a DC 15.
Oh. I'm sad that the Rio Beyond 20 just stopped working right then. Okay, it got a 6. Or, no, sorry, a
Yay.
6 plus 5, so it's 11. Okay, whatever.
It's still got the fucking wound.
Okay. Drat, your turn. I'm gonna refresh both these things to see if that helps.
Ugh, can I get there? Yes, is the answer. I move. And then I swing with my greatsword again. For 21. Then 12 damage. And I swing again. For 28.
Okay, it works now. Yay. 28? Oh boy.
And then 13, so both of the attacks hit.
Okay, how much damage is that total?
That is 25 damage total.
Okay, in that case, this actually goes past the thing. How do you want to kill it?
Just gonna like hack into its leg until it falls down, and as it's falling, raise up the greatsword and decapitate it.
Okay, I was really hoping it hit with that axe attack so it could freeze his heart on X too, but I guess not. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this thing falls into little bits as as your fucking attack. You see, cause its head to kind of twirl against the ground. Okay. But now these nasty, mostly canine creatures seem to approach. Albeit the assumed main threat, well, you think is down, albeit you're not sure what these things are. Let's see.
Remember that one and the one next to it is slowed.
Okay, yeah, it starts to kind of move. Oh, but you notice it kind of moves up a little bit and seems to like hover. It seems to, yeah, actually, yeah, I'll say it moves up the ground. If this thing is 5 feet in it's a slight hover. I'm gonna say it's a couple inches off the ground. Yeah, it's weird. It seems to be like able to do that somehow. You're not really sure though. It's clearly a magical creature, but it's very disturbing. Sardax, your turn.
I'll try to take care of Yakram. I will cast the spell magic.
That boy is an ice statue.
Popsicle. Yo, dropped. You should lick it.
Lick it.
If I was a higher level, I could look it and have it actually do something, but well, I ain't.
Yeah.
Come on,
cast
drop
the spell
would totally
magic.
lick it.
Oh, by the way, Snowcap and Jebabu, you're no longer frightened, just so you're aware.
Okay.
Unless, yeah. Oh, unless I'm missing something. No, wait, maybe Jebabu might still be frightened because they haven't gone yet. Yeah,
Can you
but
hear
they're not
me?
within range of it. Okay, I can hear you, Sardax. Sorry, go. It's your turn.
Spell magic on Yagram.
Yakram, yes.
I should probably put on the slowed effect on these guys. I didn't do that in the other thing. I probably would have should done that. Let's see, which looks like slow. One of these is slow.
Snail.
Oh, the snail.
No, that does not die.
I probably should get onto what Sardonyx is doing though.
Did casting the spell magic on Yagram do anything?
Oh, sorry, I misheard that.
I asked you if you heard what I said.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear. Oh, I thought you said I can hear me. I thought you cut out. Okay, I thought in that moment I didn't hear the previous thing. I'm sorry. Oh, I feel dumb. Let me check. Based off of wordings, did I just delete? Oh, there it is. I don't. Let me determine it. Give me a second. This is not. It wasn't caused by a spell. It was caused by an ability you could argue is magical. What is the? Can you post a description of the spell you're casting?
That I in fact can. I mean, I have too many.
If you
tabs open.
can't, then whatever. But I prefer
No,
if you
I
can.
can.
Okay, here you go. Any spell of third level or lower of a target ends. Okay, so no spells cast on them. Okay, so one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of third level or lower. Yeah, so it wasn't a spell effect, so nothing happens. That feels a little lame, but yeah. There might be other ways to free them though.
Can I spend 5 to 10 boon points to make that work?
On your turn? Yeah. How many do you want to spend? Give me specifically, and I'll determine what I end up doing. As in, the more you spend, the more I'll give for cool stuff. Is basically like, or for additional things.
Let's make it a solid 15.
Okay,
Really?
I'm,
Oh, okay. I was expecting 5 or 10. I was expecting. I didn't. Okay, sure.
I was honestly willing to combine boon points with them.
Okay. In that case, on your turn, I'll have some. I'm gonna quickly take you out and ask you a quick question. But yeah. What's the rest of what still Sardonic's turn? What are you doing? You've just cast a spell. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. It
Well,
seemed to
after
be
that-
unsuccessful. Clearly, whatever is affecting him is not only not really. It's clearly not just not really a. It was magical, but not quite a spell. So the technicality isn't working. But clearly, there must be another way to free them. It looks to be like they're encased in ice, kind of, albeit maybe a little more so than usual. But yeah, there must be some way. I'll be on your turn. Next turn, I'm saying I'll let you use I guess investigation or arcana to try to determine. Jevabu, what's your turn? Anyone could do that if they wish to, but it'd have to be on their turn. They would use it for action.
Okay.
And I probably want you to be close to Yagram to do that.
Okay. Nobody tried to like heal Yagrum,
Well,
right?
people did. Sardonyx
Oh
just
no, no, no,
casted
no one
Dispel
healed
Magic
him.
on it, and it didn't work.
Yeah,
No,
no one
one
healed him.
Okay, just dispel magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Um. So I'm gonna move over a couple spaces here and take out. Yep, my last good berry
Okay.
and
You have to
shove.
eat the good berry, right?
Yeah, you do.
Oh
If you
no.
could,
Oh god. Okay. So
Quickly eat
he's
this. Oh,
oh
wait.
okay. Fuck. So yeah, you can't get it in his mouth. Do you try to though?
You said that he got frozen with his mouth open.
Yes, but
Uh huh.
it's okay. You can throw it. Yeah. Okay. I'll say this. It's like how do I frame this? You gotta get it in there, but whatever, it's gonna be touching ice most likely. So you could try to like, how do I want to say this?
Can
Your
I
mouth
like?
is open, but you can't. It looks. How I'm gonna say this is that there is like ice kind of in the interior of like around your tongue, kind of um along a little part of the interior, meaning you couldn't like stick a hand down their esophagus. Is how I'm gonna say it, unless you feel like
Okay,
that's
so
cheap
like
with me.
it's like the
Meaning, yeah, like
like
so
the
you're gonna need to
throat
break some stuff if you want to get
like
that
the
in there, but that could be very bad.
okay.
As in, if you want to try to get him to eat the good berry, you'd have to try to get the ice out somehow.
Okay.
Which
Okay.
I will say, if you try to do by force, could have bad or like consequences. Unless you're really lucky, but probably not.
Okay. We're not gonna do that then. Okay, I did. These guys haven't gotten within 30 feet of me. Uh, am I still frightened of these guys?
Since they're not within 30 feet of you, the effect doesn't
You
do
guys
that,
not,
and at the end of your turn, the effect will be over.
not yet. Okay.
Frightened.
However, you will not be immune to it. Like next time, you'll still have to roll. Everyone else who has succeeded on the roll will
Yeah.
be immune to
Okay.
it if one of them does it.
All right. That was two. Oh. 1, 2, 4, 5. All right. Start moving towards those guys then. Then pick out a javelin and chuck it at him, or chuck it at
The
this
closer one,
closest
or
one
the
here.
further
Oh
one?
yeah,
Okay.
the closest one. Yeah. And I probably came within. Oh no, I'm not at 30 feet yet. Okay, so I'm gonna roll this at
It is at disadvantage because you're
Yep,
still frightened of them.
disadvantage. Oh, I'm also too far away. Wait, am I still? I thought I wasn't frightened, but I will
No,
be
no, you're
again.
you're only you won't be frightened when your turn ends. You're
Gotcha.
frightened till the end of your turn.
Okay, 16
So
hit.
yeah, if you move within that, if you move, I'm sorry, at the start of your turn, if that effect happens, but if you make it closer, I don't think that would have anything. But yeah, so 16 does hit.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
5 piercing. Gonna chuck it again. Ooh, 18 to hit. 6 piercing.
Okay. Okay, it's
On
9:34. I'm gonna give you guys a choice. Do you want to keep going, or do you feel like this combat might go a bit long? This combat might go another like 30 minutes. Do you guys want to end here, or do you want to continue?
To get to the end of the combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have no choice.
Okay. As in, normally I view 9:30 as like a good ending time, so I just want to let people know in case people need to
I'm
go.
down to go another 30 minutes. I
Okay.
have to open in the morning, so
Well, if you need to go, you can go. I mean, that's
Nah,
I'll
you
be
can always just
fine.
damage yourself on your turn and just.
okay. Either way, Jebaboo, was that your? Oh, you did twice.
Yep.
Okay, good.
That's it.
Yeah, it was hit twice. Alright. Okay, now it's these things' turns. Okay. 5, 10, 20. Okay, this thing is now then going to try its hand at making an uncomfortable noise. That was not the same thing I played, but that's good too. I would like Snowcap and Jevaboo to roll wisdom saving throws. The rest of you are immune to this. Okay. Oh wait. Wait. Oh wait, no, someone else failed too last time. Was there another person who got it
was
before?
Sardonyx who failed.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so also Sardonyx. I think I just realized that I think Snowcap succeeded originally, and I just forgot and screwed them over. I apologize for that. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
I could I can change it. I could change the EC. We could just say that. That's fine. Be a little shitty though. Okay. So yeah. Snowsnap, you succeed. Amethyst, you succeed. Jevaboo, you if you start with your turn within 30 feet of one of these things, you will have to run away. Okay, which looks to be no, you'll be fine. And this thing, 5, 1, 30. Yeah. Okay. Normal, it's your turn.
Nornless will move a little forward. Can I step over? Is the giant's body, I guess difficult terrain?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so I
I
can...
should probably mention, by the way, this one's looking very injured.
Okay.
Also, Yagram's like tent would also be difficult terrain.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna... I pull out of... Nornless pulls out of his component pouch a pipette of water and squirts it in the air, suspending it before clapping between his two hands. And cast Tidal Wave on these two. Dexterity saving throw.
With a -2, because that's slowed.
I heard what you said. Did you say wisdom?
No, I did not.
No.
Okay, I
Dex.
didn't. I don't. You said either Dex or Wisdom, but I did not hear which one.
No,
Dexterity.
but
Okay. Good. Okay. Okay. We got a 7 and a 4.
They both fail. They take 22 bludgeoning damage, magical bludgeoning damage, and they are knocked prone.
Okay, if this one falls off the ground that was floating, the other one also falls, and not looking good.
And I will
We also
move.
still assumedly have the slow on, unless something's happened.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Also, we're gonna be a little cold. Okay. Let's see. Okay. How I'm gonna do this is, Snowcap, you can do your turn now and do your rolls. Just specify who you're just write in the rolls, like which one you're attacking. Or I guess you can just tell me right now. Actually, no, you can tell me afterwards. That's fine. Okay, this one looks the most injured. I'm gonna go to the other room to talk to Yagram about something.
Okay.
Oh wait, Snowcap, you can tell me which ones you're going to attack now if you wish.
I am gonna do the left and then middle.
Okay.
and I missed. Also, thank God these for not being coordinated enemies.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there would have been some fucking little skeleton sat there with a slingshot ready to hit Yagram. Although that would be kind of funny. because a fucking skeleton appears out of the fucking snow slingshot or just lobs a rock at Yagram.
So first, I'll see what I'm just gonna say for whatever reason you went first. You said you hit this one first. That
Yeah.
hits. And how would you like to kill it?
A
That real
Shiro
quick.
just kind of goes clean through its shoulder, stabbing its heart,
Okay.
and goes clear out the other side.
All right. This thing falls down to the snow, making a thud, but not that loud of a thud because the snow kind of keeps up some volume. And then this one, is also injured. So if it hits that one, which it does, how do you want to kill this one?
Just an arrow straight to the face.
All right. That one kind of smashes into the stone, making a bit more of a noise, albeit not that loud, just kind of a smack. Yeah. Okay. So now you guys notice, Yagram seems to, well, they look a little weird. They look a little red. You notice their body seems to gyrate, and before you know it, like at a high speed, this ice is melting. And so much so that like, as it starts to melt, it starts thrashing off of him, and they seem to be free, but they look really sweaty. They look a little different, mostly just their body's a bit red, like not reddish, but they look little red in the face, I'd say, more so than normal. They potentially even have like a fever. It's hard to say, but they look a bit wacky right now, and also seem to have a burst of energy to them. That is their turn though, and we're gonna go straight to Drot. Also, actually, wait, Yagram, did you want to say something when you emerge? It might be muffled, or you probably have water in your throat, but
My balls was hot.
okay. Drot, your turn. I cannot hear you if you're speaking.
I move up to there. That's my turn.
Okay. All right. This creature is going to move in to attack you. 5, 10, 15, 20. It will then lash out to try to bite you, which
It didn't have that much
succeeds.
movement. It was knocked prone.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so it doesn't. You don't know its full movement, but also it makes sense.
I surmise it from how much it moved last turn. Apologies.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't attack you. So Donix, your turn. This is the last thing up. Everything else is dead. Okay, I will roll that. That got a 21 for some reason. So I think that takes half. It looks a little injured, but not too much from that. Oh wait. Oh wait, no. Well, actually, because it took half, it's still alive. Oh, okay. What succeeded? Yeah, it doesn't move away, so it succeeded. It got 21 for some reason. As in crit. But crits don't really matter in that case. Okay. That's your turn. Jivabu, would you like to go? Unless it's not your turn. I don't see you typing anything, so I assume that's your turn. Jivabu, your turn.
Okay.
This thing is looking fairly injured.
Which I was speaking. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
I did say that was my turn, though.
Okay, good. Jebabu, it's your turn. The thing in front of you would be
Okay.
difficult terrain, but this thing is fairly injured looking. It looks like you could probably a good solid like javelin hit would probably kill it, assuming it does more than like 3 or 4 damage, like 5 or so.
Okay, I'm gonna chuck a javelin at it.
Okay.
That hits. How do you want to kill it?
Javelin right through the neck. Like it's rearing its like stupid little ugly face at us and just goes right through the back of its neck.
The snarling stops. It falls to the ground. Things are silent once more. You guys, I assume, try to. Okay, before we kind of end abruptly, would you guys try to return to your rest, or do you try to move somewhere?
I would prefer to just sleep.
Same.
Okay.
Same.
Would anyone try to do additional watches, or would you guys just sleep? You might be safe since the main threats seem to be gone, unless something else shows up. But so far, you're not aware of anything else. I turned the music off because the session was going to end. I want to say, but yeah, it's fine. Okay. In that case, yeah, we'll just kind of jump into boom points, and next session we'll see if you guys wake up. I'll say for the
See
sake of
if we
things,
wake up.
okay. I'll say for the sake of things actually just now that you guys do a full rest and you wake up in the morning. I'll say that much. Okay.
I don't like that.
You don't like that?
No, I was just talking about the see if you wake up. That
Oh, okay,
was
good. Okay, good. Okay. Who would like to go first with boom points?
um I'll give
I'm
mine
going to
to
give mine.
Go ahead.
I'm going to give mine to Nonos
Okay, why?
for agreeing with my reasonable takes.
They were very
Okay.
reasonable.
They were in fact.
Amethyst, did you say you give it to Color Rim?
No, I never said anything of this sort. How dare you? I give mine to Yagram.
Well, thank you.
Yes. Standing there trying to protect me is all I needed.
Ian, how many did I say I used? 15, right?
15, yeah. Also, I'm going to
Okay.
give. See what. I'm gonna give you an option. Well, first of all, do you have? I'm gonna also give you proficiency in.
Dying.
This feels weird to do this. I was gonna give proficiency in land vehicles, but it feels odd to do it in this case. I'll just give you proficiency in intimidation. Intimidation skill.
I think I already
In
have
addition to all the other stuff we discussed, I also want to give you that.
You already have it.
that.
Take expertise because that's. Makes sense.
They don't.
I in fact do not, but I'll
Yeah.
gladly take that.
I was either thinking that or medicine. Medicine for a similar. Well, it feels a little weird that you would kind of have a medical experience and know more about medicine because of it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But back. Yeah, you used 15 boon points.
Alright,
I
that's
can
okay.
tell people what that benefited you, or I can keep it secret.
Keep it secret for now.
Okay, good. Well, not good. Oh, okay, neutral. Who's to go next?
I'll give a boon point to Jevabu for just kind of accepting being covered in snow, as that plan was almost forced upon them, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I was gonna do that myself." Totally lays down and gets covered in snow ceremoniously. So boon point to you.
He's used to it. Thank you. I'm gonna throw a boom point right back at you. the the blinking around in combat's always cool, but today was extra helpful.
Thank you. You having fun, Amethyst?
Who would like to go next?
Maybe not.
Only Snowcap and Jagrum left. And then you.
Well, I haven't given.
Nope.
Yeah, you just asked about 1 points. Unless you didn't, I forgot. And they forgot too.
There's actually a few I want to give.
I'll give mine to. You know what? I'll give mine to Jibaboo.
Okay, why?
No.
No. Well, typically you're supposed to give for other reasons, but like,
No way.
I'll say it's okay in this case. Yeah, but typically I'd like you guys to give a boom point for a different reason. If you're giving to the same person that was already given one. Okay. What did you want to go and give some, Yakram?
Yeah, I'm gonna give mine to Drod for sleeping in the corner like an edgy little lord.
I mean, it's just how you'd sleep in a scenario like that.
Bro, you threw a tent flap over yourself in the corner with your greatsword. That's it. I don't know. To me, that's edgy as fuck. I fuck with it.
Okay, I'm conflicted. There's a couple I can give. I think what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if it's. Yeah, I think I'll do it. I'm gonna give mine to Sardonyx and Yagram for actually trying to stealth this out. It didn't work fully, but if it did, it would have been wacky. And I think because you guys partially stealthed it out and also didn't necessarily wake up everyone initially, it created an interesting circumstance. So yeah,
They both nearly died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, if it wasn't for like slow, this would have been a very different battle. Nautilus did a. Okay, I don't want to give like people boom points for like just casting spells and it being good. I don't. Guess I
Playing
could.
optimally doesn't get you boom points.
I'm gonna give Nautilus 1 for casting slow. That feels really weird to use, but I feel like they used it tactically, and I don't know if they've done it. I don't remember. I feel like they had to have used
They've
it
been
before,
doing
but it's
web.
been a while. Unless they used
I use
last
web a lot. Normally it's just built to be a support based wizard. Like I have like only 2 5th level spell slots that spells I know that do damage. I have 0 4th level spells that do damage. I have 2 or 3 3rd that do damage. Like I'm almost all of my stuff is based off of support, so I try and prepare myself that way.